Fam, we're here, blood. We're
Well,
here. We're here, 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? We do this.
obviously, me better late than never. You get me?
Bro, this card is actually horrible. But PVC cards. Actually, PVC cards
PVC cards are normally
sometimes.
slap.
Yeah,
PVC cards normally slap.
there's no in between, bro. Either it's gonna slap or it's gonna be terrible. And unfortunately, the reality is Sebastian Fundora. Let's be real, innit? We're watching this fight partly to see what happens in this fight, but partly for what it does elsewhere in the 154 division. That's the truth. Do you know what I'm saying? This fight is not the main fight. Do you know what I'm saying? We want to be seeing Fundora against. This is a good fight. This main
I
event is a
don't know
good
if
fight.
you lot saw. Obviously, we done this week's video on the podcast and we spoke about Zayas versus Boots. Zaya signed his contract today on Instagram. I don't know if you saw
I
that.
saw that. Yeah, I saw it on Ring. Yeah.
Yeah, so you man hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Big shout out to Nick for doing the live earlier today.
It's all good. Shout out to everyone that's in here as well. If you're new here, drop a comment where you're from. You know what I'm saying? We're always keen to know, especially when it comes to boxing. It's always good to know where people are from. Do you know what I'm saying? I was at work earlier, but most of the time I might genuinely be a generational talent. My brother, it's really looking like I'm not saying he can beat Usyk because he's just not skillful enough to beat Usyk. But outside of Usyk, there's no one that clearly beats him, bro. There's actually not anyone who clearly beats him.
I was saying this. I didn't watch the fight, so I was saying this to you in the thing where I already know he's gonna be a world champion. He's already like I don't I don't I didn't watch the live, but I don't still don't know how I buy into his career. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're obviously starting to try to build that brand because I saw
Yeah,
stuff about his family fled Slovakia because of racism, etc., etc. So they're just in the process of really starting to build his story, and I think that the thought process is the peak of that story should culminate with when he's going for world titles.
no, but the truth is he could probably go for a world title this year because he's
No,
that.
he could, but obviously then he runs into Usyk. But he like
I
for
mean,
me, for me, the top tip. What I was saying on the stream earlier, and I knew we were going to discuss it here, so I didn't bother going into it for too long. And I was on the stream for ages earlier. I just wanted to get off the stream to be honest. But the top. Here are the guys that I would consider top level heavyweights at this moment in time: Usyk, Wardley. Obviously, they're world champions. I would have Dubois as a top heavyweight. I would have Fury as a top heavyweight. I would have.
Caballo.
I think Caballo's the level below. Based on resume, he hasn't fought those people just yet.
Ooh, good shot. Go on.
Maybe Parker. Then the level below, I've got your Caballos, I've got your Hergoviches, I've got your Chisoras, I've got your Wilder kind of sits just in that pocket. I've probably got Wilder there because again he's coming off of
No,
losses.
Wilder has to be below that.
Wilder's coming off of losses, so Wilder's there. Who did I say?
AJ.
Zhang, AJ. And I feel, even though these guys are big names, big resumes, big history in the
Tez is
sport,
gonna get a point deducted.
for me, it's Homer's next fight has to be that rung of person. He's beyond the Dave Allen. Franklin has a better resume than Dave Allen anyway. He's beyond the Dave Allen. He's beyond people were throwing names out there of people, and I thought it just don't make sense, bro. For what I can clearly see this guy can do, especially because for me, the scary thing, yeah, everyone's going to talk about his power because power sells tickets. It's not his power for me, bro. It's his hand speed. His hand speed for me, if I was fighting him, I'm more scared of the hand speed, bro, because he's got AJ level power, early AJ power, but Fury level hand speed. We haven't seen that combination in a what, bro? He's just and Franklin, like I said, Franklin, he fought well, bro. Franklin, I'm looking at him and I'm like, yo, I think you're going to lose, and the difficulty is you're losing rounds. But in terms of staying in the pocket and being defensively responsible, he was pretty good. And then what it was like it was like watching Arsenal playing the first 5 games of the season and looking cold, everyone smacking everyone 5-0. But are we fucking serious? What's going on to
It's your screen.
No, I know, but that shouldn't happen. Why does that happen when I'm clearly watching something on Amazon?
I don't know, black.
That's ridiculous, bro. Amazon's fucking shit. But anyway, It's like Arsenal slapping man 5-0, yeah, but they're all newly promoted teams. It's your Lutons, it's your Sheffield Wednesdays, it's this. Then you play like not a City or United, but you play like a. I need to see you play at Brighton. I need to see you play at Crystal Palace. I need to see you fight someone because man was saying Okoli. To me, that's a level below. I know Okoli's been a world champion, Franklin hasn't, but Okoli's not. Okoli's had one fight heavyweight. People saying that Riakpo. I don't want to see that. I want to see you fight someone. This is the Venn diagram for me. I want to see you fight someone that's an established heavyweight and someone that's been in there with good names, like someone that's got a good resume.
Do you know who I look at Moses Itauma like? And it's funny. I look at Moses Itauma kind of like how I look at Boots, in the sense that from the moment I first watched Boots,
yeah,
I knew he was the real deal.
Yeah,
it wasn't about
is he the real deal?
Matchmaking Boots to be the real deal. It was about this is a generational talent career. So let's fast forward 15 years. What do I want to say this guy has accomplished?
You know Shane's serious because he's dressed like Max Kellerman for this as well. I mean, he put the shirt and tie on, but like it's a press conference. He's announcing his signing, blood.
But yeah, so yeah. that sorry, go on.
Nick wants a locked-in Bacoli versus Moses. West Side's just
no.
West Side's just being an idiot. That's not what I said. Someone said Bacoli. I said the problem is I want Moses to fight someone who's coming to win. Bacoli doesn't come to win.
Not ever since that bag.
A lot of people, but even if he fought like a Ruiz, I want him to fight someone that's got ambitions of potentially being world level again. So that's why I like Miller. That's why I like maybe a Miller. That's why I like Philip Hergovich. I don't want him to fight someone that's over the hill, not physically, but mentally. I don't want anyone who's going to come and collect a bag and just fall over. So I said the only way I would have Bacoli is say the purse was 10 million for Bacoli. If you got paid 500 grand and 9.5 on the back end, then because he's motivated by money. But other than that, there's no point. There's literally
I get that.
You see what I'm saying? Like Bacoli could be dangerous, but he's just going to come and take the money and fall over. So what's the point?
Facts. I want you, man, again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video, and obviously we're just here before the main event. Again,
AB, everyone was saying this earlier. The Caballero fight is not there. Caballero was first in line. He's mandatory for a world title. Who doesn't fight for a world title to fight a 21-year-old kid?
No, what? Remember, I think Usyk might get stripped. You know, ooh.
If the Caballero fight is for a vacant strap, then yes. But I'm saying that
is Moses Itauma that good that we're saying he beats Caballero right now?
He'd beat Caballero's hardest fight. He would beat Caballero's hardest fight.
He probably will beat Caballero right now, but here's where I get
man. Saying he's stuck in smoke. No, bro. Caballero was waiting, was ready for world titles before Moses was on any of our radar, blood.
Yeah, fact. Shout out to Rolly in the cup. You know what I'm saying?
Was he there?
Yeah, right there.
The chain. I saw the chain. I saw the chain first. You know, I couldn't see his face.
It's but for me, I'm like, I want to see Moses fight someone who I can,
who you can gauge him off.
No. I've already gauged this dude, bro.
Yeah.
For me, it's about. This is why I was disappointed, and I said it in the live stream, bro. I was disappointed because they didn't take the opportunity to make this guy a world champion. And you didn't take the youngest ever world champion.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And you didn't take the opportunity to make him a gold medalist.
I think he didn't take the opportunity for himself, though.
Oh, whoever, and
a certain man would be knocking. A certain man would be in interviews saying, "I want Anthony Yarde." To his credit, when he was getting match made poorly or whatever, he did say, you know, timing is everything and the whole thing. But you can see this guy's itching to go.
Yeah,
he's itching to go.
The reason why I say that is because, like I said, right, he's stopping the Tellez fight. No, they can't be. Oh, like I said in the podcast, like if you guys haven't watched it, I just said a second ago, with someone with that level of talent, how do I make him a Larry Holmes? How do I make him a Ali? How do I make him a George Foreman? So if you don't have the error like Ali did, like Lennox Lewis did, then you have to say, wow, I was the youngest world champion, I won Olympic gold medal, and I've been cleaning up for 10 years like a Klitschko team.
This is what Queensbury are not good at, though. This is the part that Queensby are not good. Queensby are not great with narrative.
No,
They're
yeah.
not great with narrative.
They got talent ID.
No,
Good talent ID.
yeah, Sam Noakes is actually possibly more popular in America than he is here in Britain.
Potentially.
They liked his style of fighting, which is rare for the Americans to like that style. He fought for a world title against Abdullah Mason, who's a very well thought of young world champion. His next fight is in May, Sam Noakes, at York Hall. And the opponent will be someone below British level. This is the problem.
Yeah,
there were names you got to be fighting the top 15.
Yeah,
Sam Noakes is ranked.
You just got fighter of the year. You want to see that guy back
he's
in.
Ranked. He's ranked number 4. You might even want to see him borderline pushed. Because with Sam Noakes, I'm like, how good could you be if you're pushed? The reason I wasn't believing in Moses as much before this is because Franklin didn't push him. That's not the right way to put it. But Franklin gave actually a pretty decent performance.
And it was like Mendoza's loss. And for those who don't,
it was the quality of Franklin's performance that made Moses' performance look even better. But go ahead.
I was gonna say Mendoza. I'm not gonna talk about Mendoza. Looks like he's losing. I didn't watch the whole fight. But interestingly, for those who don't know, Mendoza has a win over Fundora. I don't know if you guys remember. This was a few years ago when he looked like big. In my opinion, I think that was like a lucky punt.
I think so.
I think so, because Fundora was piecing this dude up and he just landed one big punch and then Fundora just went back. Sometimes that happens in boxing, but in terms of just skill level, Mendoza's just not that guy, innit?
Layers. So go
on.
No Layers said Moses, Caballo's beating him. Moses was breathing out of his mouth. Second round. It's true. Moses, again, we spoke about gas tank problems. I spoke about it on the stream earlier. Moses is not very muscle bound like AJ is. I think that AJ's gas tank issues can't be fixed in the gym. But Moses can be fixed in the gym. But where the problem is at the moment is Moses is knocking man out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but
no, Moses, he was fighting 6-rounders. He's got 2 that have gone to decision, both of them are 6 rounds. He's then fought 10-rounders. All the 10-rounders he's fought have been first round knockouts until today, where he beat Jermaine Franklin, knocked him out in 5. When Moses goes in to fight Caballero, Moses is undefeatable in his mind right now because he doesn't actually know how to lose. If he gets to round 3 and he is quite tired and he throws the kitchen sink at it, can Caballero survive? We just watched Caballero beat that German brother, Knieber. Who the fuck is this guy?
Where I feel like Moses Itauma, this is where
Samson, not yet. We're going to come to that.
This is where I feel like Moses Itauma has to be put in there with good level opposition, is because when Boots wasn't put there, and I'm going to keep using Boots as a reference, when Boots wasn't put in there with good opposition, he built a lot of bad habits where it was so easy and he's so flashy, he started to get caught with shots that he shouldn't get caught with.
That's what I mean about Sam.
You can't do that. You get caught with shots that you're not supposed to get caught with. It's over. Yeah. It's over. So I feel like someone like Mike, like the difference is when I look at Moses Itauma and Mike Tyson, if you actually, and I know you're going to disagree, once he became world champion, his career just continued to decline from that point. His career, the whole point of his career was, if you really think of it, was can Mike become the Mike when he was world champion? From that point onwards, you know what I'm saying?
The reality is, basketball wasn't as big globally as it is now, NFL, social media. When Mike became world champion at 20, Mike was Mike. Mike was bigger than Usain Bolt in 2012. Mike was as big as any athlete at that time could ever possibly be. He was bigger than Messi.
You can't replicate that.
You can't replicate that. And Mike also, there's 2 reasons his motivation died. The money and the lifestyle got to him, obviously, that you just can't. Man's going everywhere. Panties are just coming flying at him.
Yeah.
And also, Mike had been working at that dream since he was like 12, 15. So by the time when he hit that, like we say about Canelo, Mike at 20 is quite an old 20.
Yeah.
Lennox at 20 is a very fresh 20. So it's 2 different things. So Itauma doesn't have that because Itauma's not been working at this since he was that young.
And he hasn't actually in the pro ranks. Bro, Mike was fighting like 15 times in a year, bro. And
Mike won Junior Olympics.
I wouldn't even want Mike. I wouldn't even want to base my career on a guy like Mike. I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't because
Different fighter. Different
no,
fighter.
I
Different era.
just meaning the fact that I think Mike's career is a failed career. For all his
Yes. Yeah,
talent,
yeah.
I feel like he could have done more.
He's Michael Owen, blood. I said this.
Yeah, so for me, it's like I look at this guy and I feel like when you're the real deal and you got the ace in the hole, you brought up a real good point about narrative and
What Sam Noakes should
yeah,
be out
yeah,
there.
I was gonna say you're
Sam
doing a great job of cutting off me when I'm speaking. Joking.
Sorry, Max. My bad, Max.
I'm
Sam
joking.
Noakes should be out there on interviews talking about how he is the. I mean, like he's got fight of the. If I'm Queensbury, Sam Noakes' next fight should be on an undercard like this. He should be in America. He shouldn't be fighting on the Queensbury card. He's not a big enough name to lose me a shit ton of money. But I start building this guy's name out there.
Maybe not like because Queensbury don't have the connection to do so, but
You could make the connect. When you say connections, this isn't hard.
obviously that everybody's on the zone now. But I mean connections as in some notes is still. This is where I feel like Eddie is better than everyone.
This is what I'm saying.
Maybe Eddie and Oscar. Eddie and Oscar are probably the two best people in the world at this.
Eddie specifically for Sam because Eddie's from Essex, Sam's from Kent.
No, I mean no. You brought up narratives. Do you know what I'm saying?
But Eddie would drive the narrative because he knows Kent, so he's gonna go there and say this young guy started boxing quite late. You know, from Maidstone, working on a building site. He's going to start telling that whole like the Adam Padley, like the Josh Padley story. He's going to start telling the Josh Padley story about how he weren't even supposed to get in this fight against this up and cut. Abdullah Mason is like from the family, lives the life. He's in one of those gyms. He's Abdullah Mason is like a younger, smaller Boots. But Sam Noakes took this guy and made it fight of the year. Abdullah Mason should be battering Sam Noakes, but he's made it fight of the year. This is like Shakur drawing with Conor Benn.
But I don't feel like I get you.
That's what he would be doing.
I get you. I don't feel like the when I think about narrative, yeah, I also feel like you're right. It's matchmaking and obviously it's the story.
What?
Can you forward that?
No. I think it just comes up in the middle. Yeah, so it says live. Yeah.
That bugged me, you know.
I just pressed it up so that it wouldn't.
No, the fact that it says
counting down. But it's live. Yeah. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
About narrative.
When you talk about narrative, I feel like there is also a lot more with Moses. There's a lot of layers to it, and I feel like his personality is one thing, and his background and his upbringing and all of that is one thing, and it looks like they're trying to go down this road, but it's also, and I said this in the podcast, it's also about who your generation's gonna be fighting. And I feel like when you look at the net, let's say he's gonna be dominant for the next 10 years, there is no one. So if there is no one, and you know there is no one, how I'm building Moses Itauma is this guy's the best right now. This guy's the best right now, and he was the best for 10 years. So I'm not presenting the narrative that I'm moving this dude carefully. I'm presenting the narrative like, bruv, this guy will beat Usyk right now. And if you like, even if you know what you gotta do, and this might sound mad. Usyk said he's not fighting Moses Itauma. You know what you gotta do? Just send Usyk an offer just to call his bluff and say, yeah, this guy was ducking Moses Itauma, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if it's a lie.
Yeah, it's Boots and Crawford.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Boots is lying, but I'm just saying.
Even if it's a lie, just go, you know what, Bunny, bro? All right, cool. We'll offer you a fight. And offer him something like 25 million. He ain't going to pay him 25 million. He's going to say no. But that's what I would be like, bro, cool. And then that's the narrative.
Zone offered the money to
Wilder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're building a certain... Those are narratives, and those are
barbershop talk.
Yeah,
the barbershop that don't know boxing, they're going to be saying, "Yo, you hear Usyk stuck in fucking."
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm really not, but that's
what I'm talking. Yeah. That's what I'm also talking about narrative. So you are right in terms of what he's talking about. Sam Noakes.
This is why one of the fights I said that I would like to see him in is obviously we've got Wardley versus. We're going to come to the comments. Obviously we've got Wardley versus Dubois. I'd like to see him fight the loser of Wardley versus Dubois. Because these are both at that point. Whoever loses, if it's Dubois, you're going to fight. Moses could beat a beaten. Dubois has been beaten twice, but especially if he loses to Woodley, it would probably be a bad loss just because of the fighting style. Was Dubois 2-time world champion?
Well, no, one.
One.
No,
I'm sure it's 2-time.
no, one.
Okay. You're fighting a former world champion who's fought Usyk twice and beat AJ. You know what I'm saying? You go and knock that guy out in good fashion, and he's a beatable opponent. You go and knock him out in good fashion. It's like, oh, you beat him exactly what you said. You beat him faster than AJ. AJ couldn't beat him.
Yeah,
you beat him faster than Usyk. You did it. If it's Wardley, Wardley was beating everybody. He was knocking everyone out. He was the world champion. Wardley's beating Joseph Parker. You beat with like whoever loses, because they don't have anything. That person that loses that fight will still be fringe world level. Whoever loses that fight will only be 1 or 2 fights away from being back at a world title shot. So they will go to fight Itauma and have actually something to fight for. I don't want to see Itauma go and fight Wilder or something if he loses to Chisora, who has nothing. He's not actually fighting for anything.
Yeah, facts. You gotta use the landscape that
I'm saying Moses gets Wardley out of there. Wardley is an email champ, and that Parker fight was suspect. Parker is a former world champion.
Let me tell you why no one can count out Wardley, bruv. Because Wardley's done what Moses still ain't done to this day. What Usyk still ain't done to the and as much as I love Usyk, what Usyk ain't done to this day. Bruv, you see when the fights when it's down, when it's up, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy is gonna fight, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? And Moses, Usyk's done it, but you know what I'm trying to say. Moses, for me, if you put him in there with Fabio Wardley's all the type of guy to F up a man like that.
Yeah, 100%.
He's
the wrong style.
He could be a guy where Moses is piecing this dude up, and all of a sudden Moses' time is knocked out. And then this dude just never gets his confidence back.
Like I said before, I've seen Moses get punched in the face by Jermaine Franklin. If I'm his coach, the next guy I want to see you get punched in the face from is Philip Hergovich.
That's why this was smart matchmaking.
Yeah.
Because Franklin does have a good chin and he's got the resume. He can't crack.
Yes.
So
we saw that. He got hit clean by Itauma 2 or 3 times. And he rode the shot, stuck his tongue out like Oscar AJ and rode the shots really well.
Itauma?
No, Franklin got clocked.
Did he land any shots?
He landed a couple, but
nothing.
Itauma kind of went back, but then was still there because exactly like you said. But then I want to see you get hit by Hergovich. I don't want the first time you get hit clean to be in a world title fight against Fabio Wardley. I don't want to do the first time you're under the lights. You never even fought a 12-rounder. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't even know how to gas yourself, pace yourself in these types of fights. Bro, Mike Tyson.
That's why I think the Cabello fight's kind of wrong.
Man in boxing, that's why I think someone like Philip Hergovich. Man in boxing, now will post social media life, man will never ever be able to understand.
Bro, man, them saying they were doing heavy bags like that. That is hilarious.
Man will never be able to understand how big Mike Tyson was at the time that Mike Tyson. Bear in mind, Mike Tyson at the time was young. He's 19, 20. He's not even the age of your average first-team starter in the Prem. He's a youth blood. He's not much older than Ethan Wanyeri. They're flying into Tokyo to judge beauty pageants. Like Mike Tyson at the time, bro. Like, who would you compare him to in terms of global stardom? I don't think there's anyone, because the only reason I say there's not, let me just make this point before you suggest someone, is because Messi has Ronaldo. Like, maybe Michael Jordan might be, but even basketball's not big enough. Like there was no one else at that time, bro.
The only person who I feel like people nowadays could understand who this guy is, the only person who and it's difficult to say because you're right, bruv. Like, I can't say Messi and Ronaldo because I think Messi and Ronaldo are just way bigger because they're in the social media.
True, but also they share that limelight. They share that. Right. Mike was just Mike on his own. Just on his own. Man couldn't tell you who Mike was.
I actually think when you look at Mike, Mike was like a movie star.
Yes, yeah,
he's because
not a movie star.
His fights, and I didn't live in that time, but my dad always used to say to me,
"You can see it if you don't watch the video."
His fights, at that time, when you were going to see a Mike Tyson fight, it was almost like you're going to see a movie. It wasn't like you're going to I've been watching boxing my whole life. My dad's like, when we used to go watch Mike Tyson fight, it was like watching a movie. You bought into the build up. you bought into the press conference, you bought into the fight, like you bought into the whole thing, and the fight was about Mike. It wasn't like a movie where you're watching.
It didn't really matter who was fighting.
Yeah, it wasn't like a movie where you're watching a bad boy movie with bare A-list actors. There's one A-list actor, and that's who you're going to see.
The A-list actors were there watching Mike. I still, to this day, when we look at Saudi and all this kind of stuff, for all that shit, the money that Saudi put into it, I've never seen crowds as diverse as a Mike Tyson fight. Never. Random, there's celebrities. You're not seeing Britney Spears at Boots versus Virgil. You're not seeing Britney Spears.
Yeah,
you wouldn't see Adele at.
I don't think
Fury AJ.
I don't think
it, but at those fights, you were seeing whoever the Britney Spears. You're seeing Whitney Houston. You're seeing everybody's there, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And the fact that pre-social media, this nigga's also just outside. This nigga, there's a whole video online, a 20-minute video.
Is Fundora doing his ring walk first?
There's a whole 20-minute video, if you might want to watch it, of rappers telling their own Mike Tyson stories. And it's all different rappers telling stories of when they met Mike Tyson in New York. And he's just outside doing madness, blood. Madness.
Scroll up.
I know what ones are there. I've read through them.
What do you mean?
The ones that are above. I've read through a lot of these. I'm coming back to certain topics. Boxing's all about controlled narratives. I think Moses' career will be helped by this. He fights real competition. Wardley's chin is nuts. That Wardley fight stuff sounds cute, but he'll get slept quick.
Who will get slept?
Wardley.
Based on what?
I also said another good fight for him could be Justice Hooney.
Yeah.
That could be a good fight for him. Again, not the biggest punch, but just a little bit. It's
going to be a hard sell, though.
True. It's
going to be a hard sell.
But I think it's too. If you're, my opinion, and these men just want to make money, but if you're gonna slow play this, then you can't keep having him headline. You've got to pick a lane.
No, you have to have him headline.
I don't think so.
I think you have to have him headline, and I feel like you have to, bro. If you don't wanted me to promote Moses Itauma's career, I could, bro. Because I'll just offer. You know what I'll do? His next fight, I'll offer AJ Fury and Usyk the fight, and all of them are gonna turn it down. And I say, boy, we just have to take whoever accepted the fight, bro. Because they all gonna turn the fight down.
That's not to quote Westside. That sounds cute, but how are you gonna sell tickets when it's who are you gonna put him in with to actually sell the fight?
No, but that alone.
That's gonna get you somewhere. That's gonna get you somewhere.
Because
that's gonna get you somewhere.
No, I feel like his name, you have to build it off the back
of other names.
Other names.
Yeah.
You have to, because the truth is he doesn't have the landscape.
We all agree. You, me, and them, we all agree. That might sell you, if you've got a 40,000 arena, that might sell you 20,000.
I have to do 40,000 though. You don't have to do for me, I feel like Moses Itauma, you have to do okay. I got exactly what I'm talking about. When it comes to Moses Itauma, it's all good us feeling like this guy's the real deal. But what else does he make us feel? Is he a heel? Is he a? Do you know what I'm saying? What else does he make us like? People tune in every single time to watch a Canelo fight because he makes you feel something.
So he also has attached himself to a certain community.
True. There's some people that haven't attached themselves to a certain community, but they just they're just a certain type of person.
Tell me.
Huh?
Give me 3.
Right now in boxing?
No, like in the last 20 years. Not like right now, but
in the last 10. Well, right now I can tell you one.
Go on.
Where's the Devin Haney car?
Oh, so 28 minutes.
Because he's hated. He's hated.
Devin Haney
to watch him.
Devin Haney. First of all, Devin Haney's the heel. The heel doesn't have to attach themselves to a certain community, same as Mayweather. But also, Devin Haney has attached himself to a certain community. He's just attached himself to them as the enemy of that community.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? But he's still got a certain community that, we know Latin, man, hate Mayweather. They hate Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, he punched up Oscar, he punched up Canelo.
Man.
They're just the Mexicans, but the other Latin brothers, like, we know them, man, hate.
I don't feel anything about Moses Itauma. I see that he's a great talent. I don't feel anything about Moses Itauma. Yeah. He doesn't make me feel, man, like one-time Thurman,
Keith Thurman's getting ready to do his ring walk. Before this fight starts, let's talk about another topic because we'll probably be too tired by the time the fight finishes. Did you see Adam Catterall's interview with Conor Benn?
Adam Catterall?
Yeah.
No.
Did you see him apologizing on Talksport?
Apologizing to you.
This to everyone. This guy.
When did he make when did he do this?
This guy is such
When
a
was
fat.
this?
I'll tell you. You're interrupting me telling you to ask me to tell you. This guy's such a fassy. This like 3-4 days ago, he did an interview. Keith Thurman's doing his ring walk, by the way, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. He did an interview with Conor Ben, and he didn't really press on the questions that people would want to ask. I know you're going to say that you don't care, but he didn't ask about the drugs situation, because obviously it's all cleared and this, that, and whatever. Didn't ask about the belts. Didn't ask about. He just gave him a really softball interview, and he went on Talksport. I don't care obviously what's Talksport. He then went on Talksport and apologized to Jim and Simon and the boxing public for he's like, I just for not giving a good performance in the interview.
Who? Adam Catterall.
Adam Catterall's interview, all right? Yeah.
He went. Wait. Adam Catterall went on Talksport, and when you were saying apology, I thought you meant Conor Ben apologized.
No, Adam Catterall himself for being a bad journalist, for I said, this guy's a fussy.
Yeah, this guy's a fussy.
I said, they asked about it earlier. I said, change the journalist. I got to get the journalist on to talk about it. But to me,
he choked. He choked.
100%.
He 100% choked. And I know. All right, cool, yeah.
You ain't drinking Red Bulls now, are you?
No.
Okay, I bought you one just in case.
You see I'll tell you a story if I have time, yeah?
Go on.
I remember I was in year 7, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And I liked a girl who was in year 9.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was in year 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I waited my whole weeks upon weeks to try and chat to this gal, yeah? I waited weeks upon weeks. But I waited until my bridges weren't there. Just because I had a feeling this girl's gonna reject me. I walked up to this girl, and I must have said her name, and I asked her something, and she looked at me like I was a baby, bro. And she was like, "Oh, are you lost? Do you want me to help you?" And I remember saying to myself, "Bruv, I can wrestle this back by just saying something," but I choked. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, can you help me, please? And I remember I was in year 7, and I remember her walking me to the classroom like I lost, and I knew where I was going. And I remember saying to myself, that will never happen to me again. The first time I ever went into a journalism press conference, I remember Leonard Ellaby was in this press conference. Now, you got to understand, I'm a massive Mayweather fan. So Leonard Ellaby is like, this is the first time ever I've gone into a press conference. And I remember that feeling, and I was like, when I leave this room, I don't want to feel like how I felt when I went into the room and that girl left me. And I know the feeling of being nervous because you're like, raw. But you shouldn't feel like that as an experienced journalist, because you got a job tomorrow, bruv. You have a job tomorrow. You only do that if you're scared to get a job tomorrow, and you feel like you get blacklisted from the.
You're telling me. That's what I was gonna say. That's the point I wanted to come to. I was gonna say, you're telling me all this for no reason, bro. At the end of the day, I don't even think he choked. I think if he did choke on anything, he choked on the big fat cock of Zuffa boxing blood. He's on the payroll blood. For me, it's not good enough to come back and apologize. Because as soon as my man started talking, not Joe Rogan, Dana White started talking about coming into boxing, Adam Catterall has never said a negative word about it. He's never said a negative word about the Saudis. He's never said a negative word.
Oscar was saying that these men have been paid, bro.
Of course they've been paid. Everyone's been paid.
No, but you know what it is, yeah? I know Max and them man's been paid, but I didn't know their man were paying surface level boxing journalists as well, bro.
Man, don't think Gareth A. Davis has been paid. If man don't think,
I don't think you need to pay Gareth A. This guy's just a fussy for life.
I hear you, but Turkey's such a fussy. All he knows how to do is pay. He's like a Nigerian man trying to chat to the Jamaican man. You don't have to pay. You don't have to. When I tell my Nigerian friends I beat Pum Pum for free, they look at me like I've opened Pandora's box. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, you don't have to pay, but then I will just still pay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, get your.
Oh my days! You know that's so mad. I went out last week, yeah, and then there was a guy. There was a girl. I was.
Manny said, "Why does bro have a suit on?" He was going doing door-to-door sales. He's selling Bibles.
I went out to a little event today still, and I just came straight from the event to here. Dedication and that. But bruv, Adam Catterall
to me,
facile.
Adam Catterall.
By the way, you guys put your in fact, do a poll, Nick.
I'll do a poll. 1 second. Adam Catterall was on the Vibe, saving face with Dana and Zuffa. He's been interviewing Dana for years for TNT. Exactly. Thank you, bro. Since Dana first announced it, there's been no sort of balance. As a journalist, and this is kind of a complicated thing with the news at the moment, whatever. But you're supposed to be balanced, innit? Someone's coming into boxing to put some big investment. Here's why that could be good, and here's why that could be bad. I've never heard Adam Catterall. You will not find a clip of Adam Catterall saying anything negative about Turkey, anything negative about Saudi Arabia, anything negative about Zafar, anything not even negative, but like
But you know what
proportionary.
though? You know what though? Now I'm thinking about it, yeah. I don't even know why you apologized. Because we don't expect you to be a guy on job
That was
anyway,
my thing.
blood.
I've never heard you give.
I never heard. You know what I'm saying? I
The
don't.
fuck is Adam
You're not.
Catterall?
You're not Simon Jordan.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're not one of those guys who do that.
You're not known as the straight talking brother.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
not.
know
You're,
why.
what's my man on the boxing voice?
I don't know them, man.
Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're not him.
Yeah.
You're not those guys who just naturally be controversial just to be controversial. You're not even flipping. What's that ball-led Newcastle brother?
Oh, Geordie.
True Geordie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Geordie. Yeah.
Like, you're not even him.
Yeah.
You're a guy who's known for this.
Yeah.
You're a guy who's, you know what it's like?
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie Blue coming out and saying, "I'm sorry for starting the OnlyFans."
Yeah.
Oh, my G, this is what you've been. This is what you're known for.
Facts.
You're known for this.
Selling pom pom. Yeah. You're known for selling batty blood.
Yeah,
Do you know
fam.
what I'm saying? That's what it is.
You're known for.
You're known for selling batty blood. Do you know what I'm saying? But it was poor, bro. Like, my
You
man
hit
still,
the like button,
my man,
subscribe button.
Conor Ben's still saying I'm fighting for world titles. When Conor Ben first said I'm going to sign for fight for world titles,
No, I never said that.
When Conor Ben was saying was going to America and chasing these men and trying to stand next to them and take selfies on the rest of it talking about world titles, what question did I ask?
I don't remember.
At what weight class?
Oh yeah, you said that.
At what weight
Yeah,
class?
you said that.
You've just fought at 160. You haven't fought at 147 for 4 years.
You said that.
What weight class? Now you're fighting Regis at a catch weight
That
Zafar doesn't
recognize.
recognize. At what weight class? Where so now you're sitting with Adam telling him, "Yeah, I'm here for world titles, mate. I'm and all this kind of shit."
The easiest question would have been at what
At
weight
what
class?
weight class?
That's not even a controversial question. That is a really good point. That is a really good point. That's a really good because that's not a controversial question. It's like, oh, Conor Ben, like, what weight class are you looking to?
This is at a catch weight.
Yeah. Fact.
A more controversial probing would have been, why are you fighting at a catch weight?
Yeah.
That's now it's just starting to press the button of a little bit controversial because I know it's probably something you don't want to talk about, but I'm going to push you. Can you not make 147?
Yeah, of course. Well, you man saying who do you think is going to win this fight? I'm literally going to talk about this fight now.
Sebastian Fundora is winning. I'm sorry. I just realized one thing, and I just know he's.
What's that?
Keith Thurman's 37, bro.
Yeah, I know, but he's still got skills, bro. He's
37,
but he might, bro. Thurman back the years, yeah.
Well, how many times have we seen a man go back the years? How many times have we seen a man?
Pacquiao did it against Barrios, but Barrios is shit.
Here we go into the first round. AB said, "I've got a question for the chat." We'll come back to the question because we're in the first round. AB.
Oh yeah, this match.
Yeah, no, the first left hand
from Fundora's southpaw stance. Literally had my man take 4 steps back.
But like
basically he's fighting is
this is literally looking like the fight earlier. Honestly, this is exactly what it's looking like. Every time he lands, you're just gonna buckle a little bit. But because Thurman is Thurman, he won't just take it. He'll fight back. Do you know what I'm saying? Dillian just took it, bud.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Dillian just took it.
Yeah, no, Dylan
Thurman on pure instinct will shoot back. And that's what
that was the first time Jamaicans were pretending to be African.
Nah, but man just said Dillian was African, blood.
You know, one thing I'll say, yeah, well done for Thurman. The one thing I'll say Thurman can do, yeah, is what he's doing now. You kind of got to fight in spurts and trying to F up this guy's coordination. Go left, right, because he's so big. He's got so much moving parts at the same time. So you just got to try and F up this dude's coordination, bro.
To build off the back of that, one thing I do want to see Thurman do is change levels.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this guy's already got to reach down to reach you, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You drop down again, he's got to reach down even further, bro. And then when you launch with the check right hook, do you know what I mean? You're gonna draw his chin down. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be messy. Fundora makes most of his fights messy.
But you know what? One thing about Fundora, yeah,
Fundora's also sly lucky to be in a decent era for him style wise. Because man, the big names at 154 especially with Barkram losing. The big names at 154 are tippy tap. I know Boots can be aggressive, but
Nah,
this is a
Boots-
boxer, bro.
No, but
I know you.
Virgil ain't tippy tappy, blood.
But Virgil's not one of the big guys at 154. I'm talking about. Well, I guess he is one of the big guys at 154. But I mean, he's in jail now.
Yeah,
So
facts,
I'm saying, but
facts, man, he's in
Fundora versus Virgil would be a fight I'd love to
No,
see.
but you say that Tim Zoo ain't tippy tappy, and he beat the brakes off Tim Zoo, blood.
It was a good left hand from Thurman trying to get on the inside. Because you'd think with this guy's dimensions, he'd just be an animal of an outside fighter, but he just constantly being on the inside.
I think that's just a Mexican thing, isn't it? Or Latin thing. I don't even know if he's Mexican. He's Mexican. It's a Latin
He's
thing.
can't be Mexican because he'd be with Golden Boy if he's Mexican. Surely.
I mean, Benavides is Mexican. He's in PBC as well.
Oh, is he? Fundora don't look Mexican, man.
He doesn't. He looks like he's Mexican.
He looks like El Salvador or something.
Yeah. Facts.
He looks like someone Trump would hate, for sure.
Yeah, both of these guys look like someone Trump would hate.
No, but one of them looks like they would vote for Trump anyway. I'm Googling it now. They want to do this. He's American. My nigga, we know. Cuban. Okay.
Yeah, I hate when they do like he's American. Okay.
His dad's Cuban and his mum is Mexican.
Okay. That's a decent mix there. His sister's his coach. Damn. His sister, for those who don't know, his sister's a unified world champion in the women's division.
Well, she's an assistant.
Oh yeah, he's not a coach, but yeah.
She looks mad happy, bro.
Yeah, like that. Like she's privileged to be there, bro.
Did you see the this is off topic, just one bit between us. Did you see the gloves were off between Caroline DeBar and Terry Harper?
No, is it funny?
I'm watching the fight now. So you know how the egg slap sold it to you?
Yeah.
I'm watching the fight. Terry Harper don't normally get rattled. Caroline was rattling, but I can't tell if Terry Harper's rattled because you're being disrespectful or because you're so fucking stupid. Like imagine Daniel DeBar would kill both of us with one punch, but still getting talked down to by Daniel because he's so dumb. Would feel disrespectful. He's just the idiot. Like the video, man. Then we're gonna come to your comment in a bit. Thurman upset loading. Okay.
I mean, I know how he can win. And I know how he can win because this is where I'd say Fundora has to be quite smart because that round was so empty. No, you can't conclude. You probably won the round, but you can't conclusively say what Thurman will start doing. Is start showboating in a second. Start doing some
once he lands one good pound. Once he lands one the worst thing is Thurman vs Fundora is funny because it's one of the few fights in boxing where you feel like the crowd might be on the side of the B side.
Yeah.
Normally
Thurman's gone so what a left hand. He looked like he dropped.
Great balance from Thurman, by the way.
Yeah,
that's really good balance. His legs were gone and he went all the way down but didn't actually drop.
He got caught in between there and that was good timing from Fundora. Because weirdly enough, I know you said he's 37, but Thurman actually looks faster than Fundora.
Yeah, that don't surprise. But Fundora's fucking huge.
Yeah.
It can be fast.
But he got great timing from
11-inch reach differential we're seeing here, by the way, in round.
It is so awkward. What a good shot. Yeah, nah, bro. Thurman's punch resilience ain't what it used to be.
That's he's 37.
Because that shot just had him taking 2 steps back and it wasn't even flushed. You can tell how Fundora beat up Zeus still because
Fundora, when we talk about boxing being dangerous, Fundora is the kind of guy we're talking about. Fundora don't necessarily have one, but he can knock people out, but he don't knock bare man out with one punch.
Yeah.
But you're just gonna take work for a long time,
and he's just gonna keep going forward. That's why for me, you gotta have something to get this guy going back. Like a big shot. Thurman's a natural 47. Yeah. He's at 54 now, probably because he just can't bother to make 47.
Yeah. And he will lose to those guys bad at 47.
Well, at that time when he moved up to 54. But now he probably could do 47. Them man at 47. Oh, could Thurman beat him?
Thurman's not beating Ryan. Stars all.
Yeah, probably, yeah, because he's fresh in it and quick. You know what I'm saying. But he's got Thurman still knows his way around the ring, innit?
100%. Thurman's good work for any young up and coming fighter. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's just moving into that Madrimov gatekeeper territory. Do you know what I'm saying? Madrimov's great, but he's not world champion.
At some stage, I don't know if Thurman's going to be doing this Adrian Broner impression, But at some stage, I want to see if Thurman's actually going to try and win the fight because he's losing this round again. This round is actually more conclusive.
Yeah,
because
but I think like you said, fighting in spurts. I think that it will take situations like this. There'll be times like this in this fight. I think.
Yeah.
He's got to launch so much. The thing is with the thing that Fundora is
He needs to go to the body, blood. What he keeps going to the head. You know how hard it is gonna be to hit this nigga's head.
I think
He's
so.
a bat, fam.
I hear you, but the reason you wouldn't do it in the first 2 rounds is because that's obvious. Your opponent knows that you're going to go for his body if he's 12 inches taller than you. Doing so, Fundora's coming into this. If Fundora's coming into the fight, thinking the logical thing, you go for my body, I'm going to counter you with the check hook. I'm not going to. I will do that, but I'm going to do.
Maybe he was trying to go for the body, and that's what made him get caught.
Potentially, but also I think
that guy sounded like he was already seat close to the floor when he got caught with that shot. That's great balance.
He doesn't look good here, Thurman. I'm going to lie, in the corner, he doesn't look great.
Whoa,
that's
great balance.
Dirty wine, my girl, dirty wine. No, he went for the head. He went for the head.
Yo, my man sat down. You know how good your legs have to be. Because if that hit, if I get hit by that, I'm gone. You probably could do that because you got a good little sense of gravity. Like.
You're short and broad. It's not as bad. That happens to Wilder. He's got.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Your legs just don't. Your legs just don't stand up to that. When you're sitting down, fam. Pause.
But yeah, you're right. You know, it's gonna become.
Who said Fundora?
Thurman upset. No layers. One.
Yeah, you're probably wrong about this. Still, I can't see it because Thurman don't have what a good jab. And bro, that jab made him move like Grizzy, fam.
That jab's heavy, bro. That jab's gonna be heavy. And but the thing is, when you fight someone taller, man don't understand, bro. Gravity as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's just like dropping an anchor
at you, bro.
That come from like 6'3". He's 6'7", isn't it?
The thing with his arms are going to be naturally heavier, so the jab is going to be heavier, and it's coming downwards.
Have you ever seen a fighter like this? Like ever? I don't think I've ever seen a fighter.
I've seen the opposite. I've seen small, like Nick Ball types, small and heavy, and so they go up a weight class more than you expect because they're so stocky, but not like this. Not like this.
Because people used to say Tommy Hearns was tall, 6'2", but he's 6 foot. He's the tallest world champion in boxing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Taller than Usyk,
at 150, taller than Wardley.
Yeah.
And Wardley's what, 6'5", and he's 6'7" at 54. I don't think we'll ever see that again.
No.
Like that's just extreme genetics.
Yeah.
Bro. Like me personally, I'm 5'10", but I've been 5'10".
It looks like David Haye versus Valiev.
It does. Yeah, this actually does look like a David Haye Valiev fight. The difference is Valiev weren't establishing no jab.
Like, yeah, Valiev went technical. Do you know what I mean? Like David Haye had all Valiev had his size. Everything, all the boxing advantages were with David Haye, really. Fundora is one of a kind. I remember when David Haye fought that. I literally just said that. Yeah, I literally just.
Shout out to you, Mali.
That's good. That's good. Good right hand, left hand to the body, left hand to the head. The thing with Keith as well is like,
oh my days, you don't want to be here.
Nah. The thing with Keith as well is that
he started taking deep breaths.
Keith reds up a lot, so he always looks very.
That's from his white side.
He doesn't facts. He doesn't take punches well. Do you know what I mean?
The only thing is, Keith's always had a strong chin, but he's always been slightly weak to the body. Fundora can't go to the body because you know how far that is. Like, but you got what an uppercut from Fundora. You know one thing you did say though is
good body shot.
Thurman should use his levels. I would actually be dipping if I'm Thurman.
I agree.
To make it even harder for Fundora to hit.
I agree.
Because
also you want to set a trap. I'm gonna dip. You're gonna have to reach for me, and then I'm
gonna go over the top.
You're already exploding. You're already possuming and then exploding. But you got to set a trap first. Do you know what I mean? You got to set a trap. There's no traps here.
Fundora boxing is he's like a chisel, just slowly chiseling. Certain men are a drill that just drills through. He's just a chisel, slowly chisel through it. Yeah, and unless you stop this dude from chiseling, he's just gonna keep chiseling.
Yeah, facts.
And for me, it's one of those. You always say this, but I don't know why people just overlook this dude at 154. You always say that. You don't know why people like. I remember I was saying Boots and I said Boots and Virgil's the biggest fight. You're like, what about Fundora? And I'm like, There's something about Fundora that just doesn't excite people, but he's a great fighter.
But it's not just that; it doesn't excite people, and he's a very difficult puzzle to work out. So for me, like you said about Usyk ducking Wardley, even though you think Usyk probably beats Wardley, it's the same thing here. It's okay. You don't generate me enough money, but for how difficult a fight you're going to be,
Yeah,
that's a duck.
yeah,
That's a duck. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. A duck in Fundora. It's not that you can't beat him, but it's going to be there's easier people for more money.
yeah,
So I'm going to take that route. But he's a world champion. The point is, when you're a world champion, you're supposed to not be able to duck them
yeah.
because they're another world champion. Once Wardley becomes world champion, we're like, well, especially once he beats Dubois, then we're like, right, Usyk has run out of excuses to not fight him.
Facts. Because when Josh Kelly became world champion, he called out bare man. I never once heard from. You just don't hear anyone call out Fundora.
Yeah.
And I understand why, fam. You're basically fighting a heavyweight at flipping super welterweight, bro. Like you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Who really
wants
wants to fight that?
Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah,
I'd like to see him go up at 160 and fight someone.
Ooh,
What's a big
that uppercut.
And I've got to say, that's a great chin from.
Yeah, he's always kind of had a
That's
great
chin from Thurman.
But-
Thurman's the kind of man, yeah. His personality and his fighting style, yeah. You know, he throws down in the street, bud. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know he throws down in the street.
Here's a question I'll ask you. You think when Thurman was in his prime, and I mean prime Thurman, do you feel like you look at him like a waste of talent?
Of course.
Because he could have been a superstar,
Of
you know.
course.
His ability to sell a fight and entertain.
His character's he's still superstar level character now. People still love him. It's
Yeah,
37.
facts. Like Fundora ain't selling out Vegas if Thurman wasn't here. It's the novelty of what Thurman used to be, why there's so much people in the arena.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like Thurman, bro, I still respect Thurman, innit? I've always
same.
I've never really lost. Obviously,
Thurman just has this thing where he always looks like he's crying. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear you still.
He looks like he's crying right now. Look, tell me he's not crying. If I told you he's
like
crying,
Oliver McCall.
Yeah. Chris Benoit.
Oh, what another uppercut. Oh, yeah, no. Fundora's putting them punches together still. This dude.
Fundora is the ultimate weight bully. But
No, he's not.
But
He's not. He's actually not.
But he makes 154 comfortably. He's not 153 and a half or something. And do you know what look funny though?
Weighed in heavy.
Do you know what would look funny though? If he did move up to 160, I know Adamas is moving up, but him versus Adamas would look crazy. Yeah. I don't know if this fight gets through round 6.
Yeah,
he's just starting to take.
And I think Fundora sees it as well because now he's starting to put more punches together.
Yeah, but nothing's coming back. When was the last time Keith threw a punch?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, Fundora's beating this dude up, bro.
There you go.
Oh, good shot, but then he came right back like a.
This is an injured Fundora as well. Imagine when he's fully 100%.
I didn't know he's injured. Oh yeah, there was speculation, but I don't know.
No, I don't know if he's in there. You know what? I don't care. You're in there.
Facts. And he doesn't look injured.
If you're injured that bad, don't fight.
Literally, do a Hitchens.
Floyd, go for it.
Oh, it's Bill Haney said it. Richard Bitchinson.
I find Americans really cringe sometimes. In fact, all the time.
Yeah, all the time. You always do.
But Bill just pulls off some shit. Like somebody else could say that same thing. And it wouldn't bang.
Facts.
Fundora weighed in 133.2. This is what I'm saying.
I'm saying like
he makes that weight comfortably.
Literally, and 153.2. But I can look at him.
Look at the paw print of his head.
You look at him and you know he's not weight bullying.
No.
Because he's so skinny, fam.
Yeah.
Like he is actually so skinny, bro.
It would be difficult for him to move up.
I've never met this
fight's not gonna go.
This is one thing, yeah. Like we don't interview people, but Fundora will be one person I would love to interview. Especially, I'd love you to interview because you would ask certain questions that I just feel like obviously it'll be about boxing, yeah, but it'll be a case of like. You would probably go more into the psychology of it because you love psychology. And Fundora as a character is so passive, but he fights so different. You thought the way he fights, you think he's a rude boy.
Yeah.
Because he could fight Pat on the back foot based on his dimension. Oh, that's a good shot from Thurman.
So I'm saying Thurman's not going to take this lying down, but I don't think he gets through round 6. I'll be honest. He can't take this type of punishment at 37 after 2 rounds. After 4 or 5 rounds.
It's because Fundora ain't a drill, yeah. he's just a chisel. He's just gonna break
Not
you
happen.
down. It's like you was talking about, like when you're talking about like brain damage. These are the type of fights.
These are the brain damage fights.
Yeah, these are the type of fights that fam, you know what, bun it, fam.
Yeah.
Bun. You actually might see Thurman quit.
These are the kind of fights I don't think you'll see Thurman quit.
You don't think so?
No.
Or someone throwing the towel.
You'd have to throw in the towel to save him. Thurman's not quit.
Yeah, I hear that.
There's no way.
You know, yeah. How would Floyd have fought for Fundora?
He would have stayed still and tied him up.
Oh, that's a great shot. You might be right, fam. You might be right. His legs are.
He can't take no more. I'll be looking at the towel here. I don't know if it comes out for round 6.
Yeah, he might be right. He's feeling it right now. Still, he's getting worked like a slave, blood. Oh, that jab was so clean from Fundora. Again, he's catching him just in between the shots.
But because his range is so long.
Oh my days, that was a great.
He's not making it through this round.
Yeah, he's not. Nick said that a few rounds ago. He's not making it to round 6, and this is why you should subscribe to Contractual. This seems like Fundora's last roll, Thurman's last roll of the dice.
Yep. Facts. I told you he'll fight. His natural instinct will be to fight. That's what I liked about Franklin earlier against Itauma. When he got caught, his natural instinct was to fight, not to go like this.
Yeah, Thurman is blowing like a gal in a rave right now, bruv. It's mad.
Like a white gal at carnival. Bro.
Yeah, literally. And when you've been on the back foot for so long, you know how tiring that is, man. To just put yourself into
you're on the back foot and you're moving laterally, but you're still getting pieced up.
Yeah.
So you're running, not running, but you're running, but you're not going nowhere.
Yeah, in fact.
It's like one of them dreams where you're running, but the door's getting further away.
Yeah. Oh, this is mad.
I want to show you the things. I want to show you Fundora landing them jabs. I just want to show you on screen in a second if he gets to the end of the round why those jabs are so effective. Do you know what I'm saying? Because his hand is, because of the range, a great right hand again. Because of his range, his hand doesn't have to travel far.
Yeah,
he can hang his hand out there
and just extend it.
And just extend. So
that's a good shot. That is a good shot. Great left game.
5 seconds left. Thurman again, not going down. And he gets it. I told you, bro. He's not. If he wanted a way out, he would have just gone down.
A knee there.
He would have taken a knee there. His Thurman, fucking Fundora's hands are so long. His hand just stays there. His hand just stays there.
Yeah.
So anytime you go to move, it just goes there.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to come
because
back.
He don't have to bring it back because he's so far out of range.
What are you gonna do? You can't reach anything. You know what I'm saying? So if anytime Keith does any little jittery move, it's just there.
Yeah,
you know
facts.
So when Keith is trying to go for power shot, you got what I'm doing. If you put your hand up to me, my first attack is this. I'm attacking this.
Yeah, I hear you.
Why would I put your hand up again? Why would I try to attack this? I can't reach it. You're too long for me. I'm attacking this first.
Yeah, I hear what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Like on a Benavides thing, pull your hand down, then fight.
I'm putting your hand up though.
You're pulling your hand up.
I'm putting your hand up.
Oh, see.
So I used to do that in sparring. If you go to throw the right,
and
I'm under.
Oh, see.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting the hand up and then I'm working the body.
Oh, see. Because you're saying Fundora's trigger is as soon as you move.
As soon as you move, he's there.
Yeah, so you're fighting that lead hand.
You're fighting the lead hand. Get the lead hand up. Get the lead hand up. You've got all the body to aim at. See, look, they're having a serious talk with Keith Thurman in the corner about, you sure you want to keep doing this? You know what I'm saying? We're watching the man lose brain cells right here in live.
Yeah, facts. Because if this was...
Bro, big man thing, I thought he was standing on the stool. Big man thing, I thought, mum time, I thought he was standing on the stool, blood. I swear.
This is like a Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah, bro, ref.
This looks like a year 11 punching up a year 8 or something, bro. And
that's like you punch up your uncle, fam. Your uncle thought he still had it. Like, uncle, I don't want to do this to you. So
put the move on your gal or something.
Yeah, bro. Bro, ref, you're going to have to call it in a second, you know.
I do think Thurman got his tactics wrong, but I think he was probably
going to lose anyway. Right, he cut underneath his left eye, his right eye. Yeah, this is a bad.
Fundora does this.
His left eye.
Who's bro? You see Fundora.
You see settings right now.
You see when Fundora beats you, it looks bad.
Bad, bro.
It looks bad.
Reminds me of the Tim Zoo fight, bro.
It looks bad, bro.
When he beat up Tim Zoo, yeah, it was so bad.
this could be problems here.
Thurman is looking beat up like a piece of meat in a butcher's, bruv.
Yeah.
It is just blood. Oh, it's the same thing you were talking about the jab, innit? The same thing you're talking about the jab.
Go nowhere.
Literally, it's almost like you're moving into the jab.
You're moving into it. You're giving.
He's using your inertia to. Yeah, ref. Yeah,
ref
good stoppage. Good
the
stoppage.
ref has waved it off.
Good stoppage. That's
I told you.
Good
I told you. Keith Thurman.
He said he ain't making it through 6.
He's not making it through 6, but he's also not quitting. He's categorically not quitting.
That's a good stoppage. I think this is justified. Right, look at your face, fam. Right, he beat the brakes off you, blood. The fight should have been the fight was stopped right correctly because you could. It was only going downhill from there, innit?
Once the cuts start coming in, do you know what I'm saying? The cut is like the visual, but inside his brain, it's already.
Who's next for Fundora?
fucking
Cameron.
Cam in there. What's this nigga doing? This?
Bro, this man is a random black people. PBC are struggling for promotion, fam. The Cameron in there. And his veneers and his glasses, bro. He's
gotta go Eddie Griffin and Cedric Taylor doing the face off or something. Fucking said random black. You got Queen Latifah in there.
Literally, what are we doing here?
I feel like $1 Million Baby or something. This is mad.
What are we doing here? Literally, bro. There's got random people promoting the fights.
Man said Fundora is comedy. Why is Fundora comedy?
No,
Fundora is anything but comedy.
I ain't laughing.
And
Thurman ain't laughing.
Ain't nothing funny about that. It's arse whooping that you old, boy.
This is fist that's done that to your face, fam. Bruv, your face got beaten up, bro. This was a beatdown, you know? This was actually a beatdown, bruv. Who do you want to see Fundora in next with?
All the world champions.
Hey.
All the world champions. The Fundora is remember when man used to try and tell us that Bacoli was the boogeyman?
Yeah, Bear Man used to say that. Bear Man used to say that to us still.
Slight racism, because if he was white, no one would have said that. But I think, you know, for me, he's not a boogeyman because he is actually a world champion.
By the way, this is my favorite ref in boxing.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a great ref.
I met him on the plane back from Saudi.
You see a video of him giving instructions.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
he is a great referee, bruv. And why I like that stoppage, I know some people might say it's premature. He spoke to Fundora and Thurman, and I presume he said, bro, you got to show me something.
Mally said he looks like he got chumped blood.
Bro,
that's disrespectful.
He got jumped by a 6'7" beanstalk, fam. This guy is just a flipping, like, bro, he is tall, fam. Get his sister. This is important.
I think they do this on purpose. I think this is part of the gimmick.
What, the nerd?
I think the nerd image is part of the image.
I get it, you know.
Because I think if you're fucking bad, man ain't fighting you. You're never gonna get a fight again.
Facts.
You're never gonna get a fight again. If you come
yeah,
and say, Jared Ennis, where are you?
Yeah,
Jared Ennis, where are you? But I'll block you up, blood. Man,
you're like a nerd. It's like
I think this is an act. I think when he gets his girl in the bedroom, I think he mashes her into the wall, blood. I get disrespect.
I get what you mean, though. I get the logic behind it.
I think he acts like a nerd, bro. I think it's fake, bro.
Yeah, I get what you
I
mean.
think it's fake, bro.
You know that
he's giving you the image that if you chat shit to him on the road, he'd just leave it. He'd be like, "Oh, come on, guys, chat to him, see what happens."
Yeah,
I bet he brooks you up.
Yeah, fact.
I bet he brooks you up.
It's one of those ones that maybe if you look at him like a pussy, or you might take the fight.
Yeah, I think Mike used to put on the voice a little bit as well. I'm not gonna lie, but try and make man feel a bit.
Yeah,
they were safe.
Yeah, I hear what you mean.
But nah, bro, I said, bro, I swear down, bro. You might think I'm lying. This is a gimmick. You know Boris Johnson.
Harry Potter.
You know Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
You know before interviews he fluffs up his hair.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The whole of course that's an act.
I know Don King used to.
That's
do
an
that.
act.
You know Don King.
Yeah, that's an act, bro. We don't move like that normally.
Yeah.
He don't move like that. Remember, Boris Johnson's got like 9 kids and 6 baby mums or something. So he mashes work, blood. He's bantering, bro.
Don King told everybody
the glasses are forced, blood. He can see, bro. He can see Keith Thurman's chin perfectly.
No, but you can't do an interview.
You can see my, but you can't chat to my man. Come on, bro. It's forced, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's mad.
WBC handing out chains. WBC with
them
people like Death Row and that.
Them glasses look like Harry Potter's glasses. These guys are the Mexican Harry Potter.
No lenses in them. Thurman was clearly frustrated from the beginning because Fundora was actually using his jab and used his physical advantages.
I guarantee, honestly, bro, I actually believe you. You know, I actually think them glasses. I believe you.
I think
I believe that. I think it's act as well.
He might need glasses, but he's overplaying the act. He's
Yeah,
overplaying the like. I guarantee if you interview, he's going, "Oh, I've never had a girlfriend, and I just train and read books." So he's gonna chat shit.
Yeah,
He's chatting shit, bruv. He's chatting shit, bruv.
Yeah, because he looks like a nerd, but this guy fights like a fucking bad boy, blood.
Yeah, 100%.
I wish I heard what he was saying, but
we can turn it up,
but we missed it anyway.
we can take it back.
Yeah, take it back a little, please. I just want to hear what he was saying.
You know, my father said he was so very good that he was my first manager. He's my only manager as well too. So he managed me.
See what I see? I told you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bro. Nigga thinks we're stupid. This nigga thinks we're stupid.
I ain't buying that. You know what I mean?
This guy thinks that we're stupid. Do you know what I'm saying?
I ain't buying that. You see, when that referee dies, yeah, he's gonna have a collectible of shirt. Cause he told me on the plane that he gets both fighters to sign his
shirt, the referee shirt, yeah,
the sanctioned shirt. And I'll be real, I told him, blood,
you want to buy?
When you got them for sale, shout me.
Yeah.
Still, he's like, bro, I don't think I ever sold them. And them niggas don't seem like they're gonna have money problems. So you know them way there.
You gotta hope one of his daughters is a crack addict or something. $20 on the dollar, blood. No, bro.
Bro, why just got random black people in the ring, bro? I don't understand what's going on.
The sixth member of B2K, and they got fucking Sean Combs Jr. and that just ring. Oh, madness.
Oh, fam.
But yeah, his sister. What weight class the sister fight at?
I think his sister fights at featherweight.
So she wouldn't see Caroline.
No, Caroline's a middleweight.
Yeah, Caroline's quite heavy. Yeah. They're both light.
Yeah.
Bro, their family must be hollow. It's just lying inside, it's just a shell, blood.
Like, he can't even walk his sister. Like, his sister.
You guys think the glasses are forced? I swear he said he had genuine vision issues. Brother, if you punch me up, yeah, and I'm moving my head like this, and all over the place I move my head, you hit me constantly, and then after you put the glasses on to read some small, bro, I was like, you taking the fucking piss? Are you taking the piss? Brother, you taking the piss, bro?
Literally, because his accuracy seemed very good to me, bro.
Yeah,
he didn't seem like no Ray Charles, like he had like.
That's like your gal not giving you no blowjobs for a year, but your gal waiting till marriage to have sex, and then fucking the stripper at the hen do. He's taking the fucking piss.
You know that?
You're mucking me off, blood. I'm telling you, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a sister wears glasses too. Maybe it's a genetic thing. Yeah, it is also a genetic thing. They both punch people up. I don't understand, bro. He's fucking seeing Keith Thurman's chin from half a mile away with his long ass arms, but you know what I mean? You can't smile in a man's face. It's not like if you punch the referee thinking he was Keith, then I believe you.
You know that guy?
You can't be found for it.
It's been a while now.
Yeah.
Turn to the ref.
I'm saying.
Hey, fam.
Shit, bro.
But boxing makes me laugh.
I swear down, bro. It's like man say to you, like, oh, they can't come check you because it's too far. But man driving to Bournemouth to beat Pum Pum. Do you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about?
Literally.
Priorities, blood. I'm telling you, bro. Fundura's punch selection was excellent. Yeah.
But that's just how he fights, isn't it? Like,
His punch selection is good, but Keith made it very easy for him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, you know, you want to be. It's obvious. The obvious tactic is to go for the body, try and slow him down. Do you know what I'm saying?
you wanted to see Thurman going forward.
No, but I would have done things. I would have done what he did movement wise. I would have done.
You see what you've done, yeah, when you're telling me about the jab and stuff. That's what I want to do. When I was telling you about the TV thing, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just
stuff
like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
You said you sparred people before.
Yeah.
Were they like a decent level or similar level to you?
No, everybody was better than me. Everyone.
No, but I'm saying, like, were they actual competitors?
Yeah, some of them.
Okay.
Well, I remember. Some of them.
My boy Nicholas said that was the first. He went to spar and he sparred someone that was like a pro. And Nicholas said he saw his record, or I think it was an amateur, and the guy's record was like 5-27. So Nicholas was just like, I'll piece this dude up. Brother, he said the tricks that this guy was doing.
But I wouldn't want to fight 5-27.
Yeah.
Because that means he's used to getting beaten up. So he knows how to defend himself.
But also, when I hit you, it's probably going to have minimal impact.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're used to getting punched by
I personally, I'm not gonna lie. I used to spar bare people who was still in the amateur circuit, and they were new to the amateur circuit, so they may have only had that 10 fights in the amateurs maximum. So I remember I fought this guy. The worst sparring session I ever had was a guy that was it was the week of his second amateur fight. Bro, this guy was a middleweight, yeah? Bruv, this guy was flipping strong, bro.
Yeah.
I'd never felt like manhandled ever like that in my life, bro.
Yeah.
Like the dude, and I got to the point where I'm like, bruv, I'm doing a flipping William Skull right now. Like they told me, like, obviously you gotta this is amateur boxing, this ain't pros, and you gotta like amateur boxers don't fight like this. I'm like, bruv, I don't give a frick.
Yeah.
I'm not getting like, you think I'm getting
because you were moving.
Yeah, because I was moving and holding. Like remember they were doing a lot of they do scoring like touch.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, every time I'm trying to touch this dude, and the thing is, the reason why they were trying to get me to spar this dude is because I was significantly faster than him. But they wanted me to be significantly faster than him throwing punches. But I'm like, bro, when I'm throwing punches, this guy's making me move, blood, because this guy's flipping strong. I'll never forget. I remember sparring my cousin. My cousin's a heavyweight, yeah? I stopped the sparring because of a shot that I caught with my shoulder. He threw a punch.
That's what I'm saying.
40%. I caught it with my shoulder. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not doing this.
If I'm fighting Fundora, I'm hitting him here, here, here. For the first 2-3 rounds, all of this is going to be marked up. I'm marking up. It's against the rules, but I'm hitting him all of there, bro. I'm hitting him endlessly here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, 100%. Because I need to make your hands are longer than mine, and they are heavier than mine. They're naturally heavier because if we cut off both their arms, his arms are literally heavier on the scale than Keith Thurman's are, even though Thurman might be.
And you got you got the inertia behind.
And you got the inertia because you got the gravity. So every punch that you throw is going to hit me harder than the punch that I throw that hits you, unless I'm teeing off on a power punch, which probably realistically is not going to happen. I'm just not going to get to your chin. I need to work your body, slow you down, and then try and tie you up. And every time you tie me up, what am I going to do?
Working in the clinch.
But if you tie up my arms, you're leaning on me to tie up my arms, so I can't
drop.
I'm falling on the floor. Yep.
Yeah.
Every time you tie me up and you're on top of me, and it looks, as soon as it gets to the point where a ref might interpret that I'm getting bullied, or if your gal was watching, she's interpreting. I'm falling on the floor.
I think Kelly done that against Barker.
Yeah. Every time you tie me up, I'm falling on the floor.
Yeah, I hate you.
I'm falling on the floor. But by round 4, I'm still going to be in there. And like you said, I'm just going to work the elbow. I'm going to work your elbows, and I'm going to start maneuvering the levers as much.
Let's do a quick advert. So the first advert is you guys watch the podcast and watch the 2 podcasts, football podcast and boxing podcast out. But what's the next lives that we're doing? Because we've got a big, busy schedule coming up.
And then there's boxing all through April, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? This night was like a decent night of boxing. Next week we've got Wilder versus Chisora on Saturday night. On Sunday, I'm not gonna lie, I'm watching Dubois versus Alpha. Watching Dubois versus Alpha because we can do it remotely if you want. We're gonna do that. The following week we got Fury's return versus Makhmudov,
and that whole Conor Ben's on that card as well.
The whole card. Then the following week we've got my shout for fight of the year.
Arguably, this is gonna be a fight.
Callum Smith versus David Morrell in Liverpool. The following week, the 2 weeks after that, we've got a double header on the 2nd of May. Inoue fights. And I think he fights Japan time or something. I don't know.
Oh, Nakatani.
Inoue Nakatani.
Oh, my days.
2nd of May, Inoue Nakatani. And later on that night, that's going to be like midday here. Later on that night, Zerdo and Benavidez.
I need people to understand, yeah, that is Mexico versus Mexico and Japan versus Japan.
Facts.
On the same day. Civil wars, bruv. That's what we need to get. Civil war. That's it. That day, 2nd of May, Civil war, bruv.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And then the following week is Wardley versus Dubois.
Yeah.
Where it's just going to be, you know what I mean? You already know. And then the 23rd, then we've got 2 weeks later, it's going to be Usyk. So, yeah, bro. Do you know what I mean? The fight is going to be mad. If I'm fighting Fundora, I need them David Goggins legs. Bro, Fundora is so big, you can't move, bro. You can't move. You can't run around him.
Yeah,
because all he has to do is he has to turn 25. His wingspan covers this much.
yeah, facts.
If you're fighting Devin Haney, as someone as short of Rolly, he's powerful, but his wingspan only covers this.
Yeah, facts.
Fundura's wingspan
Broly's a
covers
very
this.
good example.
Fundura, because he's got short arms.
Yeah.
Fundura's wingspan covers this much. So to get out of his range, you're not just moving around him. You need to get out of his range.
It's like a sun.
So to get out,
yeah,
you
like
have
a
to
sun.
get from one side of the ring all the way to the other without getting hit.
But this is why.
What's that show in Korea? What's the red light, green light show? What's it called?
Squid Game.
Kind of like Squid Game, blood.
But
you ain't getting across without getting hit, blood.
This is why I felt like if I'm Thurman, you gotta kind of move like this because Fundora is so big and strong and like he's not as coordinated. So his shot, obviously, he's gonna be here. But if you just keep moving in different directions,
It's making me think of something.
Go on.
I want to see Fundora get world title unification fights, but if not, I'd like to see him fight Madrimov because what I was going to say is
you like to see him fight Conor Ben.
I would just to see Conor Ben get mashed up. But what I would like to see,
I get what. No, yeah. Good comparison.
What I need to see is someone that does that herky jerky left and right because Thurman's doing fucking. All the way to the right, handy, and all the way to the left. You know what I'm saying?
Go on.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing, bro. That's what he's doing. You're guaranteeing your first. He's going all the way to the left.
Into the dance with me.
He's going all the way to the right or all the way to the left. What Madrimov going to do is he's going to move left and right and be a bit more herky, just
up and down.
But he's got like Bivol with the kind of Soviet style. I know Madrimov's not Soviet, but with that sort of style, he punches while he's moving.
Yeah.
What Keith Thurman is doing is he stops, he moves, plants his feet,
and then rifles into an attack.
Madrimov is going to move. He's going to be doing that while he's moving. Because what Sebastian Fundora is doing is he's plodding like fucking lurch, waiting for you to stop. And when you eventually stop, then it fights like a video game boss. You're going to move, and I'm going to look around, and then when you stop, I'm going to tee off.
What? Why I don't feel this guy's got bad eyes here?
I need to see his gallery. If he pulls up a baddie, I'm saying, nah.
Why I don't feel like this guy's got bad eyes here is because, bruv, this dude, is like getting man bang as soon as they stop. Boom.
Yep.
Like this dude, if you got bad eyes, you would be like at least missing.
I've never seen a nigga squint in a boxing room.
Yeah, facts. This dude does not have bad eyes, bro.
I know I don't believe it. Shane don't believe it. Thurman don't believe it, and I know Tim Tszyu don't believe it.
Tim Tszyu don't believe it. Who? Nah, I was gonna say this beating was worse than. It was close, bro. Tim Tszyu got beaten up, bro. I don't know.
The difference is this one will retire him.
Yeah.
This one will retire Thurman. That'll be the last time we see Thurman. But Tim Tszyu came back, but he took a long time.
Tim Tszyu got
took a long
beaten, bro.
He's them guys that need glasses for driving. I'm just not having it, bro. Big man thing. I'm just not accepting it.
What is your prescription for? I don't think it's going to opticians. I got one of them fashion glasses. You know what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly, fam. Got them fashion glasses, bro. As soon as them charges came, man took off them glasses.
Is there anyone? This is my annoyance with Josh Kelly being a world champion at 154. Mm-hmm. Is there anyone that has genuine? You're going to say Boots. That has genuine drive to be undisputed at 154. And when I say genuine drive, Devin's been undisputed before, so we know he will go for that. Crawford has been undisputed before, so we know he will go for that. But we know that there are only certain people that are willing to and actually able to deal with the politics that come with driving. Josh Kelly's never even going to try and be.
You're bang on. You're bang on. And you brought up the right word. I feel like becoming undisputed is easier than people make it seem. Let me explain. I don't mean obviously winning the fights, but you could clearly tell someone's intentions. Do you know what I'm saying? I can clearly tell someone's intentions. I don't think Shakur's ever had an intention to become undisputed. You can just tell by his actions. But I could always tell Usyk's had the intentions to become undisputed. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Certain people just have that, or Butterby have always had that intention. When I look at the actions of everyone at 54, I think the only person I know Boots says it a lot, and I want to believe it. So we'll wait
We'll
to
see.
see.
Yeah,
But
he left 147 quite early.
he couldn't make the weight no more.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean,
Truth teller Max was saying Zayas.
well, to be fair, that's a good point because Zayas did unify. Zayas did unify, and he's now fighting Boots. So that is a big flipping. He's showing intent, innit? He's showing intent, but he's getting very well paid. I don't know if it's 12 million, but apparently there was 12 million in the budget for that fight. And if there's 12 million in the budget for that fight, that is a lot of money for Zayas, bro. Like you ain't getting nowhere near that ever.
Maybe that's
again.
what it's going to come down to. Maybe as bad as it is, Virgil being there is Virgil not being there is good for Boots to just get to world title.
Yeah, facts.
See what I'm saying? And it's good. He's going to be the last one laughing.
It was
when it comes back around, when he finally comes out of jail and makes bail and goes to see his probation officer and that.
It's peak though. Did you see the clapback?
No,
Oscar De La Hoya's clapback
to who?
to this weekend, bro. This week gone on Thursday.
To clapping back at who?
So really and truly, he was clapping back at Rick Meridian, who is his. By the way, I've never heard of that guy in my life. By the way, he's Virgil Ortiz's manager.
Got you. Okay.
And he was like,
they've had prior beef.
Yeah. He was like, this guy's been belling off my line now that I won the case, saying, can we have a meeting? And you could just see, he showed all the messages.
Of course, I bet.
And there's bare messages. Oscar's just left it. And I'm like, and in one of the messages, like, bro, this is for Virgil. Forget me and forget our differences. And he's like, bruv, you've F Virgil's career. And I'm like, Oscar, you know, you don't have to say he's F Virgil's career because you could help Virgil. But he's like, bruv, I'm not working with that dude no more. And if I'm Virgil, I'm thinking, fam, I am so fucked right now. There is literally nothing I can do. Because for those who don't know what boxing contracts is like, boxing contracts have an expiry date with time or fights. Normally, you don't ever reach the time because we offer you enough fights within that time. So you might have a 3-fight deal across 4 years. But normally you're doing 2 fights a year, so it only really lasts 2 years or 18 months. If I refuse to not put you on any fights, because legally I don't have to. You have a contract with me with a length of time.
Same as what record labels do. You sign with me for 3 albums. If after your first album does really well, we have some sort of disagreement, I'm just not releasing your second album. You can't leave until you release the second album, but you can't release the second album until I say okay. So now I'm just in control. This is why we call them slave contracts. Because you have nowhere to go.
And this has happened in boxing before. I mean, I've met as the most famous example is Mikey Garcia, where he literally had to sit on a bench for 2 years and lost 2 years of his career, just 2 years, no fights. And it's happened to fighters before. I think that happened to Zerdo for about 18 months. He only had
same as I said about record labels. So I mean, they can sign an artist and just put them on the shelf.
Yeah, bruv. And Oscar's got Virgil on a shelf. This is bad, bro. Because it's with Mikey, yeah. He had to sit on the bench, but he didn't have to see other people take his money. You're seeing Zayas take your money, fam. That's even more painful.
With Mikey, I don't think he had a set person. He had like kind of a right.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he was just a not generic, because Mikey Garcia is good, but he's a boxer. You were about to sign the fight that was this was gonna be your
define your legacy.
This is gonna be your legacy defining thing. If you had beat Boots in convincing fashion, Zayas would have looked like easy work.
And
Josh Kelly would have looked like easy
work.
You're
a superstar now.
You're a star now. Do you know what I'm saying? Instead,
when you come into depression.
When you come back to fight, there's a world where when you come back to fight, Boots has 3 belts.
Bro, there's a world where when you come back to fight, Boots ain't even in a weight class no more.
Yeah, fact.
If this nigga makes you wait 2.5, I don't know how long Virgil's contract is, but the way Oscar's talking, it's definitely. And if here's the thing, what people need to understand.
Virgil's got a cool turkey.
A court has decided that they're gonna rule in favor of Oscar.
Boy.
So if it was 6 months, a court proceeding could have been like, you know what? We're just gonna let this 6 months roll out. For there to be like, it was a quick turnaround in terms of the court proceedings. It must be black and white. You got like 2-3 years left,
Yeah,
like,
facts.
because if it was just a year or 6
But
months,
it's also you're not getting time served, isn't it?
yeah.
So if you're even getting that 6 months, if it's a year, you're on the bench, but then the 6 months it takes to do the legal proceedings, then
Yeah.
you've only actually got 6 months once the case is
Kind
done.
of like Ryan Garcia with the Peds
Yes,
thing.
yeah, exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas, yeah, for this, you're
He
just
could
eating
be
all
like
the time.
2 years, but it
Yeah.
is peak, fam.
Yeah.
It is so peak.
It didn't make sense to fight Boots without a title on the line. I'm with Oscar when it comes to that. The thing is, you're not with Oscar because it's not his fucking. It's not his. That's not his problem. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not your job to decide.
And
You know what I'm saying?
also Oscar was entertaining the fight. He just wanted a bigger split.
Virgil has made the decision that our names have been intertwined and we've just come into 154. We're both two of the bigger names at 154, and we've both decided that this is the time that we want to fight. So let's make this fight.
And
the other world champions are winnable fights, but one's a PBC that are very difficult to do business with. So I mean, Josh Kelly at the top. Who was Barkman with at the time?
PBC as well.
Barkman's a PBC, so that's a difficult fight to make as well. And then who had the belt? Zayas. Zayas didn't have a belt at the time.
Fundora was the belt was vacant.
Okay, cool.
And then one of the belts was Crawford's, but Crawford gave the belt up.
Do you know what I'm saying? So other than fighting for vacant belts, which them man don't necessarily want to do, they want to fight. Do you know what I'm saying? That fight would have still been the biggest money fight at 154.
Yeah,
one of them could have gone and fought Fundora for the belt, or one of them could have gone and fought Tim Zhu or someone for a vacant, but then they risk losing and losing all that money. So no, this is what I want to fight. And Eddie always says the promoter works for the fighter.
The issue is
I'm not letting one of my biggest fighters lose with no stakes. It's not no stakes. Well, you are, because now your fighter's not fighting, so now there's zero. So everyone loses. I don't know if you do arithmetic, but 20% of something is worth more than 100% of nothing. So now no one's getting anything.
And when you're talking about lose for stake, you gotta understand that. For me, when Ryan fought Javante Davis, it doesn't matter whether it's for a belt or not. Ryan lost. Ryan made 30 million for the fight. You think I care about whether I lost for a belt or lost?
Not just that. It's one of the fights that propelled him to the next level.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Devin ain't never fought Tank.
No.
Guess what? Shakur ain't never fought Tank.
No.
And because of Tank's the way he moves outside the ring, his legacy is still going to continue to be this big, strong, feared knockout. In 20 years, that's what people will remember. They'll forget about Lamont Roach. They've already forgot about Lamont Roach.
Yeah, they've already.
I mean, especially if Roach loses his next fight or whatever. He had a fight with Pitbull, obviously. Do you know what I mean? As that ages, Ryan's still there. People just forget, and people just go, you know what? Ryan's doing what?
Lucky with Oscar. Not with Oscar, with Virgil. Virgil's in the same situation in the sense that. Can I tell you where Virgil made him? And I love the fact that he tried to make the fight. Don't get it twisted. But I tell you where he made a mistake. There's a saying in Jamaica. Nick knows it. It's stop. You know who to fight. Basically, meaning you have to know who you're playing with. Bro.
Yeah.
You could potentially do that with Eddie because Eddie will just let you go. Eddie be like, you know what, Bunny? We'll just cut our ties. Me and you won't do business together. But people like Oscar and people like Frank Warren, them man ain't doing that, bro. Them man ain't doing that, bruv. Oscar will sue you, fam. Or them man are petty, bruv. Like, if you think, if Boots went around Eddie's back to make a fight directly with Oscar, he's gonna be like, "Raw, you done that? Cool. You know what? Me and you are done. We're just not doing business together."
Yeah,
he ain't gonna
or find a way. But the thing is, he would have still been involved in the deal.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? I think Eddie would have saved the relationship and played it and said, "Listen, if it's me, I'm getting him fighting. I think there's an easier fight for a world title. But this guy, he's such a legend. He don't want to fight an easy fight. He wants to go for the hardest in the division. And Eddie's job, the fighter, as the fighter, you decide the product.
Yeah."
And I sell the product, but you decide the product. I don't tell you what the product is. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think Eddie wants AJ fighting Tony Yoka? No, they don't do nothing for Eddie's pocket. But we're gonna pick the fight where AJ is comfortable, and then I have to sell the fuck out.
And where Virgil is F now is because
Boots versus Ortiz wasn't a big draw like that. We tend to overvalue these guys, bro. Boots, at the time, Fundora hadn't fought Thurman yet. Barkram hadn't fought Josh Kelly yet. If Boots and Virgil, Josh Kelly and Barkram and Thurman Fundora were all on the same night, Boots and Virgil has the biggest number.
And yet, what you're not looking at is this is two established fan bases, bro. You've got a heavy, bro. You gotta understand. Boots is only fought in the East Coast. He's garnered so much black. In you're not in. I don't know if you're in America, so you wouldn't know.
No, he's British.
He's bro in America, black versus Mexico in terms of a fan base. That's like just selling candy to a baby, bro. Because that you just get that divide straight away. You could usurp that whether it's Mayweather and Oscar or whether it's the Ryan Garcia and Devin. Bro, it's always
Tank.
Ryan and Tank. It's always gonna be something that you can sell off. And these two guys are the two rising stars of those cultures.
The thing is, like, you cannot be at the end of the day.
But you were right. He needs to call Turkey still.
AJ versus Fury will do bigger numbers than Dubois versus Wardley.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Dubois versus Wardley's got for a belt. Don't fucking matter, blood. Do you know what I mean? AJ and Fury's way bigger, bro. Way bigger. They're on the same night. They get Fury and Dubois and Wardley could fight outside in the car park. If AJ for free. And man will walk past them to go and pay to watch AJ fight Fury.
Literally.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it don't matter, bro. All of that stuff's irrelevant. Like this is what it is, isn't it? That, do you know what I'm saying? These guys have two big fan bases, bro.
That's big. Follow, but you got
Virgil fought Madrimov, who gave Virgil beat Madrimov, who gave Crawford one of the tougher fights of his career, blood. And Crawford is a big star.
And what
do you know what I'm saying? It's trickle down economics in boxing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Canelo is the star. He does all the numbers. Crawford beats him, so some of the numbers drop down to him. Then because Crawford had a good fight with Madrimov, a lot of the views drop down to him. And then because Virgil beat Madrimov, a lot of the numbers it's just trickle down, bro.
And because Boots, some people believe that Crawford ducked the Boots fight. I don't believe that, but some people believe that. So you garner that attention. Also, you have to understand that I'll tell you something, Chief Maxwell, that you might not know. Virgil was prospect of the year in 2018. Boots was prospect of the year 2019. And I remember at the time there was when Virgil was prospect of the year, and bare black Americans were like, bro, Boots is better than this dude. Boots. And when Boots got
been on the collision course,
when Boots got in the set the year after, people were like, oh, that's because Virgil ain't even a prospect no more. This guy's still a prospect. I was like, yo, these guys, bro, this fight has to happen, bro. As a guy who loves to see belts, I had to see that fight, and that fight ain't happening anytime soon. That guy's in jail, bro.
Yeah, facts.
That guy is in prison.
Facts. So the argument trying to say that Boots versus Ortiz versus Virgil weren't the biggest fight at 154 numbers wise is ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous.
To be fair, I'm happy, because I thought we were going to be going to sleep until 7:30.
No,
because it's a Vegas fight, isn't it?
It went a bit earlier than expected.
Yeah,
I kept checking.
Vegas
and then
normally
our time jumped from 1. Do you know what it is? Our time jumped. Oh, remember, it's not actually nearly 5. It's actually 4.
Yeah.
Jumped an hour, so that kind of threw man off. But
does it? They don't jump in America.
I'm not sure if they do anymore, but I'm pretty sure that George Washington was the person that invented daylight savings.
Okay,
which is weird, but I don't actually think that they change anymore. It's us that change.
It's weird, isn't it?
There you go, a bit of history.
A country that doesn't have
Which country in the world has the most time zones?
Canada.
Wrong.
Is it not Canada?
No.
Russia?
No.
I don't know.
It's France.
Why?
Because they have a lot of foreign territories around the world that still count as France.
Oh, okay. It makes sense.
Even though Russia and Canada are actually bigger, it's still France.
I would have said Canada because of how widespread the country is. Like, it's very, very...
I find time zones interesting. Because it's not actually about like the sun, which I thought it was. It's about politics.
Political.
Yeah, it's politics. Like, I can just tell you it's 8 o'clock, but it's dark outside. No, it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, fact.
That's what it is. So, but yeah, bro, I'm getting history lessons, bro. Man, do this, Yeah, man, do this, bro. I do this.
Like, one thing you might need to understand, and we don't really do ourselves justice. We are very educated individuals, we're a product of our environment. But
bro, man, I don't understand why a man will assume, that man are not educated because chat about gal. What you think Stephen Hawking was on Epstein Island, blood? Everyone likes to fuck, Everyone likes to fuck, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I mean? What does that mean, blood? I see a gal, I think she's buff on the camera now. What? I'm not intelligent no more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's because I hate when people. No, I don't even care. When people put in the comments, English, please, or these.
But bro, this is the thing. When someone put in the comments on one of the shorts Shane was on, English, please. I was like, bro, can you outline what seconds
You
From
didn't-
what second to what second did you not understand? Because when we put up the video, you're just going to make yourself look foolish. Because one, Shane speaks perfect English, has a degree in journalism in English, but also there's captions on the video, so you can read. You could read if you can't hear. You could read. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good
but
point.
It just is what it is. But do you know what I mean that brother's probably from Indonesia or something? He's probably from Pakistan. He's probably not even English. Do you know what I'm saying? So, Shane in a suit. Who's he marrying?
Bro, Bryce, you think I'm getting married in this, bro? Come on, bro. I'm marrying your girl, fam. That's why I'm marrying,
I
bro.
think Brycey's 16.
I swear.
I'm taking the piss. That's how much.
That would scare me still. Can't keep picking up no little Britney. I'm
I'll
joking
take it.
still.
I'll
Bryce,
take
you just jumping into the life now. I've been wearing a suit all day, blood.
It was saying,
I said I was selling Bibles.
Jehovah's wickedness, man.
Yeah. I think that's a Jamaican thing, you know.
My man's a Canadian.
I swear.
Yeah, man,
It's a Caribbean thing. Jehovah's
Yeah.
wickedness.
Yeah, man. I had to whip up some brown stew. But yeah, does this fight get us any closer, do we think? I don't think this fight does, but I think Boots Zaya.
I was gonna see you're stealing my thunder. I was gonna say that. I think Boots Zayas does because I think once Boots gets the taste of having two belts, he's gonna want to. But then obviously we know what's gonna happen. He's just Boots versus Kelly, isn't it?
But that's great. That means that we are only actually 2 fights away, everything going according to plan, to an undisputed fight.
Yeah.
Because once it's an undisputed,
But I don't think Josh Kelly's gonna. If just let's say somehow Josh Kelly was to end up on top of that triangle between Zayas, Boots, and Kelly, I don't think Boots is Kelly's gonna go for undisputed. Zayas will, Boots will. I don't think Kelly will.
fine, but I think Kelly's the least likely option anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think these two are like this. I do like this because the two men that want to go for undisputed are fighting first. Normally we leave them till last. Do you know what I mean? But that's long. And 154, it's got good talent, but it's not got big names. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
It probably means the winner of the undisputed person at 147, because you got the triangle at 147 of
Devin,
Ryan, and Rowley. That triangle, and then obviously Crocker's going to be the easiest fight to make because that will fight for
he's looking
chicken
to sell.
and chips,
Yeah.
fam.
He's looking to sell.
You know what I'm saying, fam? Bangers and mash, fam.
He's looking to sell. It's on eBay right now.
Yeah, literally, fam. He's doing the barriers thing. So I would love to, because you think maybe those divisions could have an undisputed champion at the same time, and if they do, why not have a undisputed versus undisputed? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Devin will take that.
Yeah, 100. You might be Devin versus Boots, blood.
Yeah. Surely not. The world wouldn't let that happen, but
Why?
yeah. I just can't see it, bro. Shane must have did a low-key interview with Virgil.
Nah, fam. If I was doing an interview, you think I'm wearing a suit and tie, bro? You take me for Adam Carroll.
I need to show you the interview. I'm going to show you the interview after. I need to show you the Moses Toma fight as well, because that uppercut, bro. I was telling these man earlier, bro. The first time you knock a man out cold, yeah, there's a part of you that thinks, like, is my man dead? Like, when you punch someone and their lights are gone, bro.
I've never...
That's the first time.
I've never actually knocked someone out before. Knocked someone out.
The first time you lick someone, yeah, and they're gone before they hit the floor. And, like, right now, my eyes cannot not look at anything specific. I can't help it. As I moved my eyes to look from you to the camera, I saw the glass and I saw the lamp. Because I can't help it, I'm constantly looking at things. The first time you knock someone and they're not looking at anything, you can see in their eyes they're not looking at anything specific. Their eyes are not connected to the brain.
Have you ever been knocked out before?
Yeah, I've been knocked out before.
You know when you've been knocked out, yeah? Is it just a matter of you waking up, or like what does that process?
Sometimes you have to thaw out blood. It's like being in a deep sleep, blood. Sometimes it's like you've got to thaw out.
Oh, swear, like you got
like. You've been unconscious before, like knocked out before.
Nah,
not even just from a punch. Remember, I got knocked out when I knocked off my motorbike.
Nah, I've never been knocked out before. I've been in mad I've been in mad different issues. Like I remember one time I was playing football. Our goalkeeper, this wasn't me knocked out though. Our goalkeeper came out with his hand and I went in with my head, yeah, and he scratched my eyeball, and my entire eyeball started bleeding, and there's blood coming out my eyeball. I remember that. But I wasn't knocked out. I've never been knocked out. I've been like put to sleep with wherever they put me to sleep with.
Kind of gas and air tape.
Yeah, bro, that fucked me up, blood.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll never forget my mum was saying I was chatting bare shit, bro. I've never been actually knocked out like.
Yeah, bro. I've been knocked out a couple of times, but yeah, it's mad, bro. I mean, the first time you knock someone out, it's like, bro, is this guy gonna wake up again, blood? Do you know what I mean? But then after a while, then it's like fight or flight, bro. So I've met boxers that have knocked a man out and didn't like it. If you like it and you're a sick nigga like me, bro, it's like I want to do that again, bro.
Swear.
You know what I'm saying? I want to do that again. And then you start feeling like, if I can do that to you, I can do it to that guy and that guy. And then like your brain starts saying, I can knock out everybody, bro. So now you're in the club and there's a bouncer, like you can't stand on the table and it's like, bro, I'll knock you out. Do you know what I mean? Like you just start to just the mad ego adrenaline rush. Like
I can imagine still.
I can knock out anything.
I imagine how Wilder felt. Like Wilder was at his prime.
But that's what I was saying earlier about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson came around pre-UFC. That's another difference. Right now, when AJ or Wilder were the guys, people still said, okay, you guys can knock people out, but the baddest man on the planet is John Jones. Really. That's how people see boxing now. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is why I think boxing's moved into an era where it's more sport than just crazy bad man off the road.
Yeah.
Those days of boxing are kind of gone. If you walk into boxing now as just an aggressive bad man from the road, you ain't going nowhere. There was a time you could have had a decent career. That's not gonna carry you nowhere. You're just gonna get boxed your head off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you might not get knocked out, but
and Floyd probably contributed to that.
Yeah, but you might not get knocked out, but Floyd and then the UFC growth, that guy's not going to go nowhere. They used to be men that were just real Mayorga and these man that were like they could box, but they were also just fucking rude boys.
Rude, man.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't really when Mike was fighting. Mike was called the baddest man on the planet. Man didn't know about UFC. Mike was just the baddest man on the planet.
Right.
That's just a fact. Man, Mike, anywhere you go in the world, and also Mike had the temperament to do so. He went to Andre Ward.
Yeah.
Mike, you buck Mike on the wrong day, he might knock you out.
Facts. Mike, I don't think you ever get a fight like Mike.
Yeah.
Because the world just isn't ready. The world has just. The world
now you've got
prepared made niggas, bro.
Now you've got Keyshawn Davis on Kickstream with Neon. I don't mind that, you know. I don't mind that.
Kickstream.
Yeah. It's like Twitch, but Kick is a new platform.
Why do you not mind it?
Because Keyshawn needs to build his platform. And he's been
Neon is like a Fundora.
He's a proper neek, yeah.
But I heard he's a put on thing.
I don't know. I believe that Neon's actual neek. I believe that personally. I don't believe it with Fundora. Because I see Fundora do shit. I ain't seen Neon do shit. But anyway, don't matter. But yeah, he was sparring Blueface, he was sparring Neon, he was sparring Dean the Great.
Blueface, boy.
Yeah, but like that kind of thing. I like seeing that he's doing something outside of boxing, but still that's building his boxing. That's a lot better than being at the club and drinking and fucking around and stuff like that.
I'm beating up a baby.
Prime Mike Tyson will lose all his deals. The worst thing is, Prime Mike Tyson, at the time, before PR and stuff like that now, and political correctness, he weren't losing his deals.
No, he wasn't.
Prime Mike Tyson was getting art allegations, coming out of jail, and going straight back to his deals, man.
Yeah, because you gotta understand, fam.
Because Mike's the fucking guy.
They all contributed to his fucking mad act, bro.
Yeah, it might have been the opposite. Man might have sponsored Mike and wanted him to thump up a bouncer in the nightclub.
Obviously, you wanted him to thump up a woman.
That's too far. But you know what I'm saying, like certain
you said R in it.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, like, bro, the guy's brand was Teflon, bro. Have you seen the story with the when he's with Rosie on the podcast? Do you know Rosie from is it Rosie Perez?
I don't know. I just remember him saying, I don't normally do interviews with women.
I wasn't gonna bring that up. He's doing on the hot box with Mike Tyson. He's you've seen, is it Do the Right Thing? Or what movie is she in? She's in bad movies anyway.
I don't know who you're actually talking about.
I'll Google it. But anyway, she said that I love my old Mike Tyson stories, innit? She goes, Mike, do you remember the time in the club in the 80s in New York and the guy pulled a gun on her cousin? And Mike, she ran up to Mike, said, Mike, this guy pulled a gun on my cousin. And he said, if you put your gun finger like that, Mike got up to the guy and went, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? And the guy's like, all right, cool, like it's Mike Tyson, innit? Like,
yeah.
Mike just like, bro, like what? Like, bro, the guy's got a gun and he's intimidating Mike Tyson.
Bro, I will never forget this, yeah? I'll never forget this. There was a guy from Onyx. You know Onyx?
Yeah.
Group, yeah?
Yeah.
And
Sticky Fingers.
He was saying...
My man with the glasses.
He was saying that Mike snatched his mum's chain.
Yeah.
And this is how you know Mike's so gangster. He was like, if you tell him to ask me for it back, I'll give it to him. I'll give him the money for it.
Yeah.
And you know what I thought? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The white man can't jump.
White man can't jump.
Yeah.
But I found that so mad because he was being genuine, but there was a bit. I was saying in the video,
Yeah.
he's
Mike does it all
also
the time.
quite scary. Like
Mike does it all the
if
time.
you tell him to come and ask for it, I give it back to him.
There was the other video where I think it was in Gillian Wallow, and they said, "Oh, if you weren't boxing, what would you do?" And he was like, "If I didn't box, I'd commit crime." And they started laughing, and Mike,
Yeah. I'll be a criminal. I'll be a criminal.
Mike's
Said,
been dead serious.
Yeah.
Mike started boxing because he was in jail at 12.
But I said, if I wasn't boxing, I'd be a criminal.
Mike's in jail at
I
12.
started laughing, and he's like, bro, you just heard the realness in
Yeah.
his voice. Like, bro, it's not even.
Mike was in jail at 12, bro.
But
This
all
nigga
of his
was really on the
graduates
road.
were roadmen, bro.
He was on road. He was on road, bro.
No, I mean, I'm like, people say if he wasn't boxing, the only reason why he's not a criminal was because he's boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
everybody else who was on that path ended up in prison.
But I'm saying he went to prison himself.
Yeah.
At 12. That's when he started boxing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that man there, bro, it's just a whole different time. It's a whole different time, bro. If somebody lived Mike Tyson's life now, I don't think.
What happened to his mother?
His mum was on drugs.
And did his mum die?
I think she's obviously dead now, but I don't think they were close.
Okay.
He never knew who his dad was, and he had like a up and down relationship.
It's like a 50 Cent thing.
Very similar.
It might be just a New York thing. That's what crack done to the black.
Yeah. But the crack.
Shout out to
New York,
CIA
but,
still.
Yeah, crack wasn't just in New York. I mean, CIA is still winning, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it wasn't just a New York thing. You like Snowfall?
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying. Shout out to the CIA, bro.
Shout out to the CIA for Snowfall as well, bro.
Breaking down the black community, fam.
You contribute to that.
How? I don't sell crack.
No, I don't say that. Yeah, you don't sell crack, but so you look like a crack dealer in that jacket, but
go on.
Crack importer, blood. You know what I'm saying?
How do I contribute to that?
The destruction of the black community.
How?
Where's your wife, blood? Where's your children?
Yeah, hey.
You know what I'm saying?
But I ain't doing nothing long term.
Yeah.
What I can do can be repaired.
I don't understand wanting to mix with streamers. They're all weird to me. That's because you don't understand that boxers have to make their own income. So they need to actually be in front of an audience. I don't like streamers. I find them weird. There's
some of your best friends are streamers.
They're YouTubers though. They're not like the live streamers. When we're talking about the live streamers, I'm talking about the live streamers. They walk around the streets in real life every day on live streams with the camera crew and all this kind of stuff. They're man of weirdos. So everything they blur the line between like what's performance and what's living their life because everything's live stream. It's weird. It's a whole different world. But he's got to build his fan base. Do you know what I'm saying? In football, you have an established fan base. You sign a contract, the fans there. Do you know what I'm saying? You get into an argument with a guy in the club will look after you. In boxing, you have to do all that shit yourself. So they're not my kind of guys, but I appreciate that he's trying to go out and build his own audience.
Yeah, fact.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's better than what Tanks.
By the way, do you guys want, and whilst you man are here, because you lot are actually still here an hour after the fight, do you guys want more of us to just do live streams just live? Like let us
just chatting even.
Yeah, you man are still hearing it, and it's 4:30, so no, it's 5 o'clock. So I respect the fact that you're still hearing it.
Wasn't Sonny Liston a hired Merkman before boxing? Probably.
Yeah, but remember he was the mob ran his career. That was one of the main reasons why he didn't get to fight guys like Rocky Marciano earlier in his career, because obviously Rocky Marciano's Italian. They didn't like Italians fighting black fighters at the time. So when Sonny Liston came, they pretty much controlled his career. And you got to understand at that time, boxing isn't what's the word I'm using for? Regulated. It's not the regulated sport that it is today. Yeah. Don King came out of prison.
There's still the mob today in boxing, even though.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's Joe they're not still involved. Even with all the regulation and all the stipulations, do you know what I'm saying?
They just repackaged themselves.
If you know what you're looking for, sometimes you'll see a boxer walk out of a big entourage of people. These are not his people.
Yeah.
He didn't. When he walks into the room, it's not everyone's going up to him saying, "Oh yeah, Shane, we say about Shane." These are not all his. This is just friends of friends of friends of friends. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because you gotta understand, yeah. If I'm a street man, yeah, and a prime example is Bill Haney. Or what's my man's name who manages?
That's twice.
My man who manages Shakur Stevenson.
J
Prince. If I got bare street money, I could put it behind a fighter. That's one of the easiest ways to wash money, you know. That is literally one of the easiest ways to wash money. I'm paying people to coach this dude.
UFC is going to get even worse. I think if Eddie starts bringing in this, because I can't tell you any famous UFC managers.
Oh yeah.
Because UFC don't publish no site fees. Boxing, everything has to be public. We're going to wash the money in the events,
Yeah,
So
watch
fair.
the money in the fight is
We're gonna
camps.
put in the camps and the events and all the rest of it, but UFC's got nothing. It's still everything's still documented.
Yeah, facts.
VADA can rock up at any time. UFC's undocumented, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Undocumented, bro. What? You're mad, bro. What do you think these sound?
RD Act and all of them things. They're man are trying to get rid of the
You know what I'm
RD
saying?
Act.
Yeah, of course. Don't fuck with the pigeons. I forgot my enough pigeons. Liston was killed by the mob. Do you believe his fight with Ali was fixed?
Second one was, yeah.
Yeah.
The first fight wasn't. The first fight he was paid to win. That's why they put the oil, the thing on his gloves to blind Ali in the fight. That's all the mad thing that was going on them times there, bro. They were doing madness, bro. He was paid to win, so to recoup the money, he had to do a dive in the second fight,
Yeah.
and punching that.
Street man carries a little duffel bag, and the only thing in the bag is punching gloves. Exactly. I mean, why can a man like Napa just jump off the roads and be
Literally
Eubank Jr.,
Eubank
who's been in boxing his whole life, and his dad's been in boxing his whole life, and you can't find me a better manager to manage your son's career than a brother that's from the roads? Interesting.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
UFC was also moving away from the usual pay-per-view structure to streaming structure, makes it even easier. Exactly. So nothing ain't got to be published. Ain't got to be the pay-per-view numbers published. They go. Do you mean you generate 100 mil in a night? People go, how'd you do that? Yeah, man, we just did that.
Yeah, fam.
That happened, bro.
Bro, you gotta understand how easy it is, because remember, once you get one deal from a site fee or a broadcaster, bro, all of that money you've invested into this so-called fighter, you just get that back one time. Canelo was getting 50 million per fight from bro. If you built a guy like Shakur Stevenson from ground up with dirty money, and you so-called pay this man 100 grand to train him, this man 100 grand to train him, this
sparring partners,
these man, all these money going here and there, you get 120 million, you get all that money back, bruv. Obviously, Shakur's got to get a split, but bruv, you've been eating for so long. I've been looking after you for so long, bro. As Nick always says, have you guys never sold crack? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, bro.
But listen, this is basics, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Jerry, you come across a man that's got too much cash. Now we've got to clean the cash. I mean,
yeah,
like I say, in crime, when you're on the roads, people do what they do. Do you know what I'm saying? A man that sells crack don't sell weed. Do you know what I'm saying? And the man that sells weed don't launder money. And the man that launders money don't shoot no one. Man have a very specific thing that they do. Do you know what I'm saying? You're on road, you work more than a 9 to 5, blood. Do you know what I'm saying?
Get a 9 to 5.
You might as well get 9 to 5, bro. Like 50 said, bro. If you take into selling crack works out to be like minimum wage. And if by the time you break down all the hours that you got to work,
yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember you always say that you've never been a drug dealer.
Yeah,
never.
Do you know what I'm saying? They don't make enough money, bro. Do you know what I mean? What's the point?
Yeah,
I don't understand that, bro. The money versus the time just don't make sense to me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially when these men think they're mad entrepreneurs.
But what about in West though? Did it not? Like, man, they were making money over there.
Yeah. My guys are trapping, but I'm not trapping.
No, I'm saying, but those guys, was it not worth it for them neither?
Yeah, but it's everybody. You got to think who how many people are trapping.
I hear what you mean.
Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody's trapping, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's trapping. So
for every success story, there's a.
But it's just the market. There's too many. There's probably in the West. There's more shotters than nitties.
Then how is man then making so much money?
That's what I'm saying. So if you're controlling a certain neighborhood, or you're controlling a certain block or a certain line, you can build that line up. But everyone's got a line.
Yeah.
So then it breaks down. You're right. West is we got the money, but then once it breaks down, it's not even really worth it, in my opinion. So I'm saying it depends on your levels of ambition, innit? Some man don't want to unify a division. Do you know what I'm saying? So it depends on your level of ambition, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Me, I just used to do what I did. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my thing is my thing, and that's just what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, West has got money. Do you know what I'm saying? Like man know that already. Do you think the assault charge sticks for Devin and Bill? He could do a year in jail if found guilty.
What assault charge is it? I saw that, but I didn't know. Truth teller Max.
Is that the one at the fun fair?
I don't think he's going to jail anything. But tell me what you're.
Dave Benson Phillips said Napa had the worst verse on Pow.
Oh, you think it's the assault that they done on my man?
What?
Remember Tiger Johnson at the. What assault is it? Remember the Ring Magazine event? Remember the man?
No, I don't remember that.
It was like a couple months ago at the Teofimo Lopez Shakur Stevenson fight.
Went to a fight there.
Remember there was the entourage.
Oh, the entourage is backstage. Yeah, for the brawl. Oh no, they won't.
No, they didn't do nothing for that.
There's too many men involved. Unless they're all going to jail.
Yeah, and also you gotta understand that, bro. America is corrupt, fam. Them countries there, bro. You just have to pay cut the
Yeah,
right
rich,
people.
rich man ain't going to jail. Yeah. Rich man ain't going to jail.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing
I'm gonna go eat, you know. Bro.
this
I'm gonna
week's
make brown
podcast.
stew.
Make some
No,
brown.
I'm gonna go warm up some brown stew.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna check. I got work tomorrow, but I'm glad. I'm glad the fight was very entertaining. Big shout out to Fundora. Fundora. Great fight, great performance. I was very impressed.
We've got to see him, I guess. You know, over here things are gonna get busy. Xander Zayas, Josh Kelly, Boots, all in that trifecta. So he has to keep himself ready.
Whoa, a name that I hope we see him in there with is, I don't know if you saw Charlo and Errol Spence training this week. So
Yeah, see, Errol Spencer got hair like that girl from Recess.
oh yeah, Spinelli.
He got a Spinelli hair, blood. You know, straight away. Tell me that that's Spinelli.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Fucking Spinelli. Wait, which one of them are you talking about? Because it can't be Spence. You can't be talking about Errol.
So you saying no Fundora and Spence?
Fundora will kill Spence.
Maybe Fundora and Charlo then, innit?
Maybe Charlo. Charlo at least is a 154.
Yeah, and Errol Spence can't be going to 147.
But I'm saying he can't. His first fight at 154 can't be. He ain't fought since Crawford, right?
No.
That'd be 3 back-to-back lickings, blood. That's 3 car crashes, blood.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? He go from the car crash to Crawford to
Fundora.
Fundora, bro.
Yeah.
You man must not like black people, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just want to see them take lashings for no reason.
Yeah, literally. This is bring back slavery.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, Charlo would be a good fight. Charlo's never been stopped before, so he could stop.
The Recess was classic. Bro, it's facts, bro. He looked like Spinelli, blood. I'm telling you, bro. Spence just needs to hang it up, bro. Bro, Spence has been hung it up. Bro, do you know how much stuff happened since Spence last fought, blood? What year? When did Spence last fight?
2023.
3 years ago. Bro. You haven't changed, bro. We were big old sports. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Our beard wasn't going great. I wasn't even living in this apartment.
literally, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like fam.
Friends on Instagram wasn't a thing. Like, you know what stuff has happened?
You know how much things have happened? Bonnie Blue was still working in recruit. You know what, yeah? You man. Alright, cool. We're gonna still for another 5 minutes. I want you man to come up with the funniest thing, yeah? What's happened in the last 3 years since Spencer's fought?
Bro,
What
bro, let me start with a boxing perspective. From a boxing perspective, since they last fought, Crawford went to 154, beat Madrimov, went to 168, become undisputed at 168, and then
beat Canelo, yeah.
That's all happened in that space of time, bro. Do you know what I'm
saying? The only person that ain't changed in that time is Tank. Man, you know what I'm saying, fam? Man's got the same charge. Man even upgrade to like
boxing should be before Spence and Crawford and after Spence and Crawford.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
bro, Devin, Ryan, Rowley, and all these men weren't even at 147.
They were at 35.
They were all at 135 at that time.
Yeah.
Shakur was probably at 126.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fam. That's facts.
How long has Usyk been at heavyweight?
He's been at heavyweight since
probably longer.
2020.
Oh, okay, fine. I was gonna say, man was probably at cruiserweight them times.
Yeah, but it's been a minute, fam. Well, we've seen Fury fighting Garni. Like we've seen bare things, you know. Wait, was Turkey in boxing in 2020?
I said ChatGPT wasn't a thing then.
Yeah, facts. Was Turkey in boxing them times? I don't even think Turkey was in boxing, fam.
Let me see.
No, he wasn't.
Turkey
wasn't even in boxing yet, bro. That is mad, fam.
I'm getting the exact date.
July 27th, because I was there.
July 29th.
29th.
Yeah. July 29th, 2023. 3 years ago, bro. Nearly 3 years ago now.
And Errol Spencer still ain't fought since. Bro, you might have
his next fight to be Sebastian. Did you just watch the fight?
Yeah. Of course.
Against someone who's been at 154.
Yeah. Bro, that would have been, it might even be worse, bro. His eye might pop out his head.
Big man thing. That was before the that weren't before the island. The island's been going on for years, but
Yes.
before we knew about the island, but that's been going on. ChatGPT came out in 2022. ChatGPT didn't even work, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to ask it one question at a time, and you couldn't go back and ask it.
It's almost like a different era.
It's a different era, bro. July 2023, bro.
Yeah, fam. Trust me, bro. I didn't even know I was gonna see.
Is Devon undisputed yet?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something that was mad, but I can't say it on camera right now.
Well, why? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Nick was still probably clotting black guys sometimes.
You can say that on camera. Wait, I'll check.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
I'm checking where he was at. Oh, he was still fighting.
No, but I want to know who he was fighting.
David Adley. He was fighting. Well, he's fighting for British title. He was fighting for the British title.
So this is
W Award. He was fighting for the British title at this point.
In that time, it was, bro. Do you know how much, bro? It is mad, fam.
What was Anthony Joshua doing at that time?
He's probably world champion.
Yeah.
or he was fighting. He might have been fighting Povetkin. Pulev, sorry.
Jermaine Franklin.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, Jermaine. Well, between Franklin and Robert Hellenius, that was that time.
Bruh, that's how long ago this guy ain't fought, bruv. That is mad, bruv.
Since he last fought, AJ's beat Hellenius, beat Wallin on points, not stopped Ngannou, lost to Dubois, come back, beat Jake Paul, had the car crash, and is about to come back again. And Errol Spence still ain't fought.
Literally.
And AJ's not the most active fighter. Do you know what I mean?
You know when Dave Chappelle does that joke where he starts to go in that long monologue of things that happen?
Yeah.
And then he says, Bill Cosby odds 65 people.
Yeah,
I want to do that for Errol Spence. Like, we missed a
we'll
bag of stuff.
Do it on this week's show. Do it on this week's show, bro. Who was top goal scorer in the Premier League at the time?
Fact.
All those guys. Jaden Sancho was still at Dortmund. Yeah, who was the Prime Minister, bro? Who was the Prime Minister, blood? Facts, bro. Because we have bare different Prime Ministers.
I think it would have been Michael.
Theresa May. No, Rishi. Rishi was Prime Minister for a minute.
That gal wasn't though. Elizabeth Truss, she's probably the shortest reign Prime Minister ever.
Yes, she is. You know, she lost an online election to a lettuce.
How?
People put up an election of would you rather have no someone had a lettuce that was fresh, and someone did something online that said, will Liz Truss survive longer being Prime Minister than the lettuce will stay fresh? And the lettuce was still fresh when she got snapped. The lettuce outlived her, blood.
Yo, that is mad.
There was a guy that was running for governor in America one time, and his running opponent died, and like a week before the election, and everyone voted for the dead guy.
Oh my!
Where? You not seen Liz Truss versus the lettuce, bro? I gotta show you this, bro. Look, as soon as the first that comes up, this lettuce outlasted this on Daily Star. The lettuce outlasted them. Like.
Oh, that is hilarious.
But yeah, there you go. So, bro, man, Google Liz Truss versus lettuce, bro.
Yo,
she crashed the economy, and that was it, bro.
she didn't even take, bro. You know how quick she crashed the economy in weeks, fam.
Yeah, literally.
It takes certain man. You gotta be scared.
Why?
Why?
She had Kwasi Kwarteng.
Oh yeah,
Nigeria.
Bro, that all went straight into my man's bank account from 419, fam. We saw 419 in 4
We never seen him again.
Well, he's probably got a big old house in Nigeria.
He probably owns Nigeria.
You know, like that, fam.
But yeah, fuck it, man. Congratulations to Sebastian Fundora. Very, very comprehensive victory tonight. You know, yeah, what a way to go out for Keith Thurman. This was always the way. Do you know what I'm saying? And to be fair to Keith and even Spence, if he doesn't come back, they've gone out of the sport losing at the top level. Do you know what I'm saying? They've not slid down the level.
I think Spence will feel a bit more aggrieved because if he
that was seen as a 50-50 fight. Really.
And if he just came back and continued fighting, maybe he had something left. But
the beating he took, he couldn't. Man, forgetting what Spencer's face looked like after that fight.
Yeah, of course. But what Thurman, at least with Thurman rolled the dice, and we know he ain't. There's no more juice left in the orange to squeeze. Maybe there was a little bit of juice left in Spence.
That was Spence coming back from a car crash as well.
Yeah, but you never know. Well, he could have beaten like some shit guys, innit?
I told you, he didn't live the life. Do you know what I'm saying? And it was not worth going and beating some shit guys to then lose to fucking Jamel Herring or something down the line and just get brought up. You know what I'm saying? The last time Spence fought was before Povetkin got popped for Osterine, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro,
yeah,
Povetkin's last 15 fights all got scratched from his record.
15 fights, his last 10 years, bro.
Yeah, it's something mad.
His last 10 years, bro.
Yeah, it's mad.
I said 15 fights, his last 10 years.
This guy's career might be 5-0.
Yeah, 100. Facts. Yeah, facts. He goes back to being undefeated. He's like, fuck it. I'm undefeated, man. When he serves his battle comes back, the 5-0 prospect of 42-year-old Alexander Povetkin, blood. What? You created last time Spencer's fighting, bro. Ukraine and Russia might not have been at war, blood.
Last time, yeah, facts, blood. Literally.
Man didn't know about Israel. A lot of man didn't know about Israel at that time.
Trust me.
Do you know what I mean?
The last time Spence was fighting, like
Man said Bully Blue was still in recruitment.
young Philly and Mama was still doing videos, blood.
LV.
LV.
Oh, bro. That is so dumb. Big up Errol Spence. Floyd might fight before Floyd come back.
Oh, that is hilarious. The Floyd comparison is mad.
Pacquiao would have come back and fought twice before.
Yeah. Pacquiao would have come back and fought twice. That is mad, fam. Yo.
Yeah, the world was different in 2023, man didn't know that COVID was a scam yet. Do you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I knew COVID.
No, I know you knew, but do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people
didn't.
Nah, man said Getz was still on the road.
That meme gets us on the road last year.
That's what I was saying.
That's not that far back.
What man are doing, bro? Look what man are doing. Why are you man up at fights?
Bro, I was gonna say a mad thing. I was gonna say last time I got one. Last time Spence fought, certain man was still proud to be black.
You're something else, man. I'm looking at the table, bro.
In 2023.
Bro, last time Spence fought, Spurs were finishing 5th.
Oh my days.
Spurs were finishing 5th, blood. And Cole Palmer was the second top goal scorer. Solanke was at Bournemouth.
Yo, Solanke was scoring goals.
Solanke was banging goals for Bournemouth, and Phil Foden was starting, blood. Was starting games, bro. That's how far back we're going, blood. No, sorry, wait. That's the 22. That's 2024. Yeah. I think the 22-23 season. Arsenal still second, regardless. But
no, I think he finished 4th that season. Or 5th.
No,
2nd.
Man United finished 3rd.
Oh, that was the Ten Hag season.
Yeah.
Ten Hag was still there in that.
Leicester in the Premier League, blood.
That is mad.
That's how far back we're going, bro. That is how far back we're going. James Maddison was probably in the Championship with Leicester. Leicester were just in the Premier League still. Tyson's about to fight 2 times before my man comes back.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Is what it is, bro. People them.
Yeah, man. And then we're out. We're going to be back. Is it next week we're back? Yeah, we're going to be back next week for Wilder versus Chisora.
Was back, would you say Caroline as well?
The next, yeah, and that's the Sunday. But yeah, Saturday, Wilder versus Chisora, and Sunday, Caroline.
Caroline. I don't know how you're still naming your daughter Caroline in 2020. I
said we're back before. We'll definitely be back before Spencer. Well, Caroline.
Yeah. So old woman name.
Yeah, no, but the Caribbean people be doing that all the time, bro.
You ain't me naming no little pitney Marcia.
I'm not doing that, but old Caribbean people will do that.
Still.
Stan's a dictator, you know. Remember who that is?
Yeah, facts.
So they used to rub the rabbit's foot in that.
You
know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. African people still name their youths them kind of things.
African people name their youths things like
Blessing and
yeah,
princess.
yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Trust me, bro.
I know a Canadian girl called Princess. She's like 17.
I know some, yeah, African people name their things like patience and promise and all of them things there. I knew someone in my school called Genesis, fam.
Is she a Christian?
He's a boy. Genesis, fam.
Want to say a Genesis blood. Less of that.
Or flipping, your Pitney Leviticus and them things there and all of that, bro.
Deuteronomy and that, but yeah, we're gonna have to do another religious segment on extra. But we got some good extra content coming for you.
I've got a way in how we can do extra to make it make sense for us in terms of time and everything.
Okay, cool. Right, cool. Random, it's been emotional. We're gonna be back next week. Make sure that you lock in for that podcast coming midweek. You know the vibes. And yeah, we're back when Arsenal's back because some man don't want to do lives for Man United games. Peace and love. You already know what it is. See you man next week.